Norwich Sea Unicorn Baseball is on the air from Dodd Stadium, Capital Property Group pregame show. Part 2, take 2. Let's do it again. Norwich winners game 1, 8-3. The final score. Adam Plager, Logan Rundy with you. We're enjoying our Thursday night. We hope you are too. Win number 15 of the summer for Norwich. Complete recipe. Everything that you would want in a win. Norwich finds a way, and they snap a huge 3-game skid.
Yeah, they do, and more importantly, they get 2 straight wins here at home. Looking for number 3 here tonight. Got a good guy out there, Eric Mathewson, to get the job done. However, it's a lot of challenges. Very similar lineup from Worcester and a couple of changes from Norwich, so it might be just round 2 of what we just saw.
No doubt about it. David Pengel, he was your player of the game in game 1. 3 ribbies for him. Bryce Miller will get off his feet for this one, as you would expect for a catcher. Nearly impossible to double duty, but David Pengel is going to be right back out there in center field, and it's been good things from him in that spot in the order. What have you seen?
I think it's just more of a simple approach, right? We talk about it all the time on the pregame show, postgame, interviews. How can these Unicorns, they're a young team, how can they make it simple for themselves? And the approach is where it starts with. And now we got to take that next step. Now that you have the approach, now you got to find some power. Now you have to find some consistency. There were 2 runs scored in 4 straight innings in the last game. That's good consistency. But the only way it stays that way is if you keep doing it.
No doubt about that. Jacob Schrag was great as the starter. Aiden Cochran gets the job done in the middle relief, and Carpenter just chews right through that 7th inning, and that's what you want for this group. It's Eric Mathewson. We've already seen him at Dodd Stadium. Norwich is 2-0 in Eric Mathewson Dodd Stadium starts. How do you keep that going here in part 2?
Well, you got to get some length out of him. He's been under 4 innings in all the starts so far. Being able to extend him a little bit, it's usually a bullpen arm, right? Mathewson is, and trying to find 4 1/3, 5 innings out of him, and that only happens by attacking the strike zone, because Mathewson won't blow you away. He won't. It's just that simple. Put the ball in play, let this defense do the job they did in game 1 with 0 errors.
Zach Gitcher, it's always the clubhouse report. There's no video for this one. We're working quickly. Let's listen in on his thoughts after a game 1 win, and how Norwich looks to repeat the same success in game 2. For more on that, here's my conversation with the skipper, Zach Gitcher. Joined by the manager of the Norwich Sea Unicorns on the clubhouse report. So alongside the manager of the Norwich group, you snap the 3-game slide, and you continue the good times at Dodd.
Yeah, I mean, guys came out. I said it before. It's just really a lot of this league and what it's about is just bringing energy and making sure guys show up consistently every day. I think we have a really good group. Guys have bought into it and are showing up every day. It's just about bringing the energy even when you don't want to, and I think our guys did a good job of that.
Jacob Schrag gave you another 4 innings as a starter. He's been great in that spot for you guys. What did you like from him in game 1?
You know, he's just on the attack. I think in the inning that he started to struggle a little bit, he fell behind, was missing up with his fastball, and then he just got right back to it. So I think that was like the biggest thing, was just making sure we could get him out of that inning and then roll into another guy with a fresh start.
David Pengel, I don't know what else you could ask for him. He's been an RBI machine, but more importantly, he's doing it with 2 outs. What have you seen from him in the 9 spot?
I think he just does a really good job at, turning the lineup over. Really good runner, really good defender. And offensively, like, he's been there. Like, he's having really good at-bats, keeping us in games at the bottom of the order, making sure, if guys get on, the bottom of the order is not just your typical, like, hey, like, these are the guys we got to make sure we get out. Like, he's having a hell of a job at bats and just doing a really good job down there, turning the lineup over.
Bryce Miller, 2 doubles last game, a lot of energy. What did you see from him?
Yeah, I mean, he's a competitor. I think he does a really good job behind the plate. It's tough to run a guy out there 2 games in a row catching, but I think he does a great job back there calling a game, and, just what he brings to the table is really huge for us.
Aiden Cochran, Adam Carpenter shut it down for you guys to wrap up that win. How important has this bullpen been?
It's huge. I mean, anytime you can look out there and be like, hey, I got a guy out there that I trust, like that's what we're trying to do here. I know we've been up and down a little bit, but I trust all those guys to just get me a couple outs, and then we'll move on if we have to. But they were really great today. Cochran just established the hell out of his pitches, and I think in that other inning he just fell behind guys, but he was otherwise unreal. And same with Carp's been nails.
Last one for you. How do you finish them off in game 2?
I think it's just the same thing. Play clean defense, timely hitting, and make sure we're over the plate. But it's just bring the energy and be ready to go. And I think if we can carry the momentum from the first game into the second game, we'll be in a really good spot.
Sea Unicorn fans, that has been the Clubhouse Report with the manager, Zach Gitcher. Gitch, as always, thanks for the time.
Stay classy, Norwich.
Sea Unicorns baseball is finally back at Dodd Stadium, and the summer of 2026 ready to go at Dodd Stadium here tonight. He's swinging away. It's a fair ball down the third baseline. It'll easily score. Noe, here comes theirs. He'll race around and score. Norwich has made it a 10-1 ball game. Calandrelli wants it inside the pitch home. Take it on the outside corner. Say goodnight to the Starfires. It's win number 1 of the summer of 2026. He lifts this in the air out to right field. It is moving back at the wall. It is gone. Kenny Noe clears the deck out in right field. A first inning 3-run blast. Waved at and missed for strike 3. On 2-2, there goes the base runner. It is lined right to the shortstop. Kenny Noe leaps up and snags it in midair. Matt Tabbitt make it 2 scoreless frames tonight. 16 overall in the summer. Maltasio with a good secondary lead over there in scoring position. He's not going. That is hooked over the head of the third baseman, Hoover. It'll give Norwich the lead. It's an RBI knock for Kenny Noe. Gets it done. Ready to work on 1 and 2. It is taken for strike 3. Got him with a big curveball. Say goodnight to the Lake Monsters. Norwich wraps it up, a 7-3 win. That has been his swing this summer. 2-2. On the ground, it is through the left side, a base hit. TJ Bayer gives Norwich the lead. The throw home is wide. It'll go all the way to the backstop, and Bayer will go marching into third. The 3-2 again. It is cut on and missed. Struck him out. Say goodnight to the Lake Monsters. The Sea Unicorns take 2 of 3 from the first place Vermont Lake Monsters here in this 3-game set. On 24 innings as a freshman, his 1-2. This is lifted in the air. It is carrying out to left field, out by the wall. It is gone. Matt Park clears the deck for the first time this summer. Wallops a 2-out home run over the wall in left field. And the Sea Unicorns have taken the lead right back. It's 3-2. AIT, the throw from Miller to third was a good one, and Matt Park applies the tag on time. It erases Deseralt. The 2-2. That is crushed out to left field. Out by the wall. It is gone. CJ Nolan clears the deck in left field, and the Sea Unicorns strike right back to tie the game. Wallops it over the wall in left field. His second of the summer. It's 4-4 in the 4th inning. That's right back up the middle. It's a base hit. Colby Regione is going to give the wave at third for Jackson Powers. He scores. RBI base hit, David Pengel. And the Sea Unicorns have taken the lead. It's 5-4. The pitch, that is lined to left field, racing in, diving out there is Jackson Powers. What a play by the Norwich left fielder. That saves a couple of runs. Up in the inning for Norwich. It has been a productive one. Powers, a high fly ball. Deep into the plate. It is gone. Jackson Powers leaves the station. It is a go-ahead 2-run home run, and it is a 6-4 Norwich lead. We salute all of our military men and women in attendance here tonight. Delivery home. Off the end of the bat, down the right field line. It's a fair ball. It's going to roll out to the wall. This is going to clear the bases. Taylor Kaufman has entered the party tonight. It's a 13-4 Norwich lead. The righties pitch home. Pop them up in right field. TJ Bayer moving in. He's underneath it. He'll make the catch on it. Tagging from second, going to third is Mercado. And the tag, it is in time! TJ Bayer, are you kidding me? Say goodnight to the Bravehearts. The Sea Unicorns celebrate on Military Appreciation Night.
What does this mean to not only to you, but this organization?
It means everything, man. I'm tingling just thinking about it, man. All these fans, all the military people here, man. It means everything. It means the world. This place is awesome.
Norwich Sea Unicorn baseball is on the air from Dodd Stadium. Game 2 of the doubleheader. Eric Mathewson is on the mound for the Norwich Sea Unicorns here today. He takes the rubber for the third time this summer right here in Norwich, and a golden opportunity for him against those Worcester Bravehearts.
Yeah, it really is a great opportunity for them. Again, a doubleheader. They're coming off a win. There is some pressure, of course, to find a way to win Game 2. Try to get yourself a little closer to that Mendoza line right at 500. Try to find a way to lead the Sea Unicorns team around for win 2, especially before they head on the road. They'll see Worcester again tomorrow, that time at their place. That'll be a tough weekend series. They'll have the day off on Saturday, and they will then travel to Lowell on Sunday before the big homestand. They will have Lowell on Monday. Nashville will be in town on Tuesday. Then they'll be back in Lowell, so we will not be with you. And then it's a 4-game homestand. Vermont will come into town on Thursday and Friday. Lowell on Saturday. And Westfield, who the game got postponed yesterday, will be in town on Sunday. Then the All-Star break is next week. I can't believe it. It's already around the corner. After this, we'll have 1 week until the break. That'll be in Nashville this year at Holman Stadium, one of the oldest venues here in the Futures League, outside of Dodd Stadium as well.
Important opportunity for Eric Mathewson. 6.14 is his ERA as the Sea Unicorns look for a big win in Game 2 of this doubleheader. Mathewson last pitched for Norwich. That was back on.
Was back in Vermont on June 24th,
Yep, 3
in
and
the
2
7-6 loss.
Thirds of an inning. In that inning, what against the Lowell Spinners, allowed 4 earned runs right here at Dodd Stadium. Norwich did pick up the win 6-4 in that ball game. ERA for him so far 6.14 overall. Mathewson working from the full windup is offering home. That's taken on the outside corner. Called strike. Andrew Schmidt starts it off for the Worcester Bravehearts here in Game 2 of this doubleheader, as Norwich looks for win number 16 here today.
Schmidt went hitless in Game 1. Mathewson up early. No balls and 2 strike. Mathewson looking for some length out of him, as we previously mentioned. Under 4 innings his last time here at home.
Mathewson still trying to make it through that 4th inning. That has been where he's run into trouble, and he gets a swing and a miss for strike 1. Mathewson punches out Schmidt, the right-hander, with a good start here tonight.
Yeah, I can't ask for a better start here to Game 2. A 3-pitch strikeout. Eric Mathewson setting the tone early here for Norwich. Good start to Game 2.
Exactly what you want. 1 down. It'll bring up Christian Seppin. He cuts and misses. That's strike 1. Seppin in the back of the righty box. Relacing the batting mitts. Norwich back in their home whites. Winners of 3 straight right here at Dodd Stadium. Mathewson is 0-1 home. Up top and misses. That'll run the count even. 1 ball and 1 strike. First pitch that has missed the zone here from the right-hander Mathewson. He's ready to go. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball. Uncle Charlie in there for strike 2. Early strike 3 call from the home plate umpire, but that was just strike 2. The pitch home. That breaks outside for ball 2. Runs it even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Number 2 spot up in the lineup. Christian Seppin batting here for Worcester. Take a look at Joe Galvin's starting lineup in game 2 in a moment. The pitch home. That's just downstairs. Another good curveball for Mathewson. Run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Important at bat here for Mathewson. He's going to work quick. That's the key. Got to get these Worcester hitters off balance.
Full count pitch. That's in there on the inside corner. Down by the way of the K. Back-to-back strikeouts for Mathewson. And he's working quickly here today against this Worcester offense.
Yeah, back-to-back Ks. I'm going to eat my words here a little bit. I said earlier that Mathewson not a strikeout guy, and I quote, obviously wrong. Good start for the Eastern Connecticut State University right-hander.
Julian Mercado will dig in. Lefty box, wave and a miss, strike 1 to Mercado, who played in game 1.
Mercado hitless in game 1, did reach once, was hit by a pitch in the first inning, then lined to second base and flew out to left field as he looked to throw the elbow guard in there.
Yeah, he's turned back there from ball 1. It'll even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Worcester entering play 19-17. They've lost their last 2 contests with that loss earlier. Norwich snapping their 3-game slide. So Norwich tries to get a little closer to those Nashua Silver Knights who are not playing today. It's just Norwich and Worcester and Lowell against New Britain. Both doubleheader games on this Thursday. The pitch home spiked for ball 2 from Mathewson. Second-year Sea Unicorn. Has been better arguably as a starter, but it's been the second time through the order he has run into his trouble. It's even 2-2 on Mercado. Open stance, he's comfortable, lefty box, the pitch. That is at the top of the zone, and Eric Mathewson strikes out the side. Andrew Schmidt, Christian Seppin, Julian Mercado all down by the way of the K. The Norwich offense when we come back.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to...
Bottom of the first here in Norwich. While we were away, the manager,
Joe Galvin, has been ejected. He was, hey, you can't argue balls and strikes, and he just found that out. And I think that is a carryover of the frustration from game 1.
Yeah, there was a lot of argument down from the Worcester dugout to the home plate umpire. Different ones they've exchanged at this time. And Joe Galvin has been tossed from the game, so maybe it's a little bit of something that managers that Gitcher did on Friday night essentially got tossed for no reason. I'm sure he'll tell you the same thing, just to fire up his guys. Galvin trying to do the same. Still on the top step of the dugout, though.
Well, he's going to have to find a new spot. He's been ejected from this ball game. We're not going to take a commercial break, and I'll send it over to you, Logan. Introduce us to the right-hander that is going to start from the Worcester Bravehearts. It is Jacob Klein.
Yeah, the starter, Jacob Klein, he's been good all year, trying to find a way to be more consistent, though. Klein, the right-hander, features a fastball, a good changeup that dives down below as well. Additionally, you'll have that slider. That's the wipeout pitch to right-handers, setup pitch to left-handers. Klein just trying to get comfortable here on the year. Finding different ways to get out, ground balls that may be. More so the strikeouts have evaded him this year. Just 1 appearance, just 2 2/3 pitch. The ERA just at a flat 0 all the way across. That whip is pretty high though at 113 and 3 Ks. He will get a Norwich lineup that has been absolute bolstering. They have been really good all year, trying to make it more of a consistent attack during the year. It will start from TJ Baer.
TJ Bayer will lead it off for Norwich. The rest of the lineup cards, Zach Gitcher, Kenny Noe at short bat, second Michael Fiataroni. Same top from game one. Fiataroni now playing at second base. Henry Ayers does the catching in the cleanup spot. Carter Grand back in there, the DH batting fifth. First pitch home from Clyde, ruled a strike on the inside corner. John Bureau in left field bats sixth. Tyler Jones, double duty at the hot corner, hits seventh. Jack Treat at first base batting eighth, and David Pingo right back in center field restarts the order. Off the end of the bat, it's foul. Strike two, TJ Bayer.
Yeah, Klein starting the same way Mathewson did. 0-2. Obviously, Mathewson struck out the side two of which you're looking. Can Klein do the same to start it for Worcester?
This is an important game for Norwich. The pitch. Fastball misses upstairs. So Joe Galvin appears to still be in the Worcester dugout at the top step, but it looked like he got ejected.
I thought he did. Maybe it was just an argument. It looked like the umpire had thrown him out as well, but he's been allowed to stay. I don't know if they've noticed or he wasn't tossed.
This is flipped in the air out to left field. It is well struck out by the wall. It is cruising way foul. And that is a deep strike for Bayer. Another one of those down the left field side.
Yeah, Bayer just needed to straighten out just probably a half a second later, and it's 1-0 to Norwich. However, that wind is blowing in towards the pitcher, and I think it's a little bit towards left field as well, and it pushes to just foul outside the yellow foul pole by the light stanchion.
It's Logan Rundy alongside with me the whole way here in game two of this doubleheader. Ball and two strikes. The Norwich right-handed hitting right fielder. That is a little dribbler over to second, handled by Seppin. Tosses to first. Stretching out is Mercado. There's one away. We go around the diamond defensively for the Worcester Bravehearts in game two. Over at third base, James Anastopoulos, the shortstop. John Ramsey, right side of the infield, Christian Seppin. Over at second base with Julian Mercado at first. The outfield from left to right, Andrew Schmidt in left. Up the middle in center field, Braden Calley. And Jack Murray will patrol right field. Alan Carpenter has the catching duties here today. He did play in that Northeast Prospects game, and working ahead is the righty Klein.
And Noe trying to find a more consistent 4-6-3 double play. And then a 6-4 put out in game one.
This is one of those games where arguably you say must win for Norwich, as they all are at this point. The pitch. Noe checks his swing. He did hold up for ball one. It's been better times for Norwich at home, and that is a good thing for this group. They will have a nice long stay here next week. The only road game Wednesday at Lowell. The pitch from Klein on the outside corner. Frozen on strike three is Noe, 2 down.
Yeah, both pitchers are attacking early here. Worcester has been here a while. They want to maybe hit the buses early. However, I think it's more of an attack, right? They know after tonight they're going to see Norwich at their place tomorrow. Find a way to sneak out of here and split the 2 on the road, then win another one. You win 2 out of 3 in the series.
That's how you have to look at it. Short-term goldfish memory, really. Did not go their way in the opener. The righty to the plate. That's flipped in the air to left field. Fiataroni aggressive on the first pitch. It's going to fall in there. It's a bloop single. And Mike Fiataroni hits now in 8 straight games.
Yeah, Fiataroni with a single in the first inning last game as well. It was the first hit of the ball game. Took a couple of walks in the K, but figured it out here. Seen the baseball extremely well in the last 5 at-bats. Jackson. It will be...
Here's Henry Ayers, Middlebury College product. No Jackson Powers in this ball game, and there's a guy that was put in this spot because of his ability to make contact. So lefty up there, and he goes swinging early, and safe at second is Fiataroni. You have to score that as an infield single. It was scorched off the bat of Ayers, and Norwich has runners at first and second. In discomfort is Seppin. And he is just starfished right now in shallow right field. Boy, that did not look good. Try and get a look at this replay once again. Nick DeRue, our broadcast producer and engineer, as always, has it hooked up for us. Look at this contact, though, from Ayers' diving effort, and it just happened off screen there. I think it was right after the dive. Either way,
I think it was one of those situations where the wrist kind of got caught underneath. So when that happens, you dive, but you actually dive at an angle. So you're diving at 45 degrees instead of a flat 180, and your wrist can get stuck and you don't slide as properly. I think Seppen was just trying to make a play and forgot about the mechanical side of the game.
Yikes. That is not a good feeling. No doubt about that.
Looks like he's going to stay in the ball game, though.
That is good news. Well, he's still in discomfort. He's going to try and shake it off. Norwich rallying here with 2 outs in the frame. It's a chance for the Fairfield stag, Carter Grant. It's been some time since he has been in the Sea Unicorns lineup. Last game for himself dates all the way back for Grant. That was back on July the 5th against the Lake Monsters. That was his first game back, but he was used as a pinch hitter. His last game was against the Nashua Silver Knights. It's been a while since he has played here at Dodd Stadium, though. Last game for Grant here at Dodd. That would be back on June 30th against the Bees.
Yeah, Grant's been dealing with some wrist discomfort. Ran into him a little bit earlier as he fouls his ball out of play. He said he was dealing with some wrist discomfort, meaning he was kind of, I guess it was a little bit tight. And so he came back, took some time away, and obviously came back this past weekend. It's good to see him back here in Norwich.
It's a guy that you want to have, no doubt about that. It's 1-1. Here's the pitch. On the outside corner, strike 2.
You got to find a way to put this ball in play. You got to manufacture a run early here. Good speed at second base with Fiataroni, and Henry Ayers can run it too for a catcher. So any ball in the gap or down the lines could be 2 runs.
1-2 is the count. And there's a big swing and a miss for Grant. That'll wrap it up. A couple of strikeouts here this frame for the right-hander Klein. We go to the second. 0-0 here at Dodd Stadium. Sea Unicorns baseball live on YouTube, SNSN Sports, and the Futures League Network.
Huge shout out to Bacchus Hospital for partnering with Griswold Middle School to give 8th grade students an unforgettable hands-on experience through Dare to Care. Students explored the critical care unit, emergency department, Lifestar helicopter, and American ambulance while taking part in interactive safety activities like impairment goggles and stop the bleed training. These real-world lessons are helping empower our youth to make safe, healthy decisions and learn valuable life-saving skills. From all of us at Griswold Pride, thank you to the doctors, nurses, first responders, and staff who made this incredible day possible. Together, we're building a safer and stronger community.
Jewett City Savings Bank gives you 2 ways to pay for purchases, while also keeping your accounts and your money secure. Use our contactless debit card or add the card to the mobile wallet on your phone. Both give you a fast, safe, and easy way to check out. To learn more, stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Norwich, Connecticut. Eric Mathewson taking the mound for a second straight inning after striking out the side. Schmidt got swinging. Seppian he got looking, as well as Mercado. That will give way to St. Denis. Hunter St. Denis went 6-3 in game 1 in both the first and the third innings, and also flew out to right in the 5th as well. Big power bat, usually in the 4-hole, and he is in that spot once again tonight.
Eric Mathewson, we finally got that graphic loaded up in there. Hey, if there's a will, there's always a way. And how about that start? Struck out the side in the first, and that's all you could ask for. Nothing better than breezing through the top of the order. It's Hunter St. Denis, Alan Carpenter, James Anastopoulos. Middle of the order for Worcester as we get going in the top of the second.
This is the middle of the order, and it's a very, very dangerous middle of the order. St. Denis has been good. Slapped a single as well in the last game. was essentially meaningless at the time, but good for the average, of course, as Mathewson delivers pitch 1 of inning number 2. Dennis will pop it straight up above us, out of play. Strike 1, win 1 to Eric Mathewson.
It's just been a strike throw. We're just filling up the zone right now, and another strong start to the inning. Working with Henry Ayers is Mathewson. Change up. Misses inside, ball 1.
Got to attack St. Dennis. He will swing out of the zone. He's very good with the hands, can hit it in pretty much any location except up and in.
There's the big curveball. Emphatic strike 2 call. And count control for the right-hander Mathewson on Hunter St. Dennis. St. Dennis again right back in there out of the University of Maine in Laytonsville, Maryland. Takes the heater outside. And that'll quickly move the count to 2-2.
Yeah, Ayers tried to steal one. Got to be a little bit quieter with the hands back there. You want to think of a steering wheel instead of a pole. You want to just kind of circle around the ball and then meet it where the ball is thrown.
That just missed, boy. Another good pitch. Mathewson has been hovering around the zone. Doesn't get the call that time. And to the chagrin of the Norwich faithful, it's full on St. Dennis. The full count offering. That is ripped into left field, a base hit. Hunter St. Dennis with a patient approach. And it's a leadoff knock for Worcester to begin the second.
Yeah, St. Dennis has done that a couple of times. Did it in his final at bat in game 1. Leads game 2 the same way, and he'll give way to Alan Carpenter, who's behind the plate doing the catching in game 2.
Carpenter playing his college ball at Worcester State out of Richmond, Rhode Island. See him for the first time today. Leadoff man is on for the Bravehearts. The pitch off the end of the bat, pumped foul, strike 1. And Mathewson working ahead on Alan Carpenter.
Has not fallen behind yet. Right, being able to get strike 1, as we talked about, back to the basics early on in the year. It's good to see it here right after the midpoint as well.
First time we see Mathewson operating from the stretch. Air set up outside the 0-1. That just missed. Around the diamond defensively, Norwich here, game 2. It's Tyler Jones back at third, the hot corner. Kenny Noe at short, Michael Fiataroni at second, and Jack Treat at first. Outfield left to right. John Bureau, David Pengel, and TJ Bayer. Sayers behind the dish, in the air, shallow pop-up. Center field, moving over, Michael Fiataroni, transitioning nicely first to second. In game 2 of this doubleheader, there's one down.
Yeah, that ball just died. Again, the wind's kind of blowing in here, and Fiataroni, good tracking. And we've mentioned Mike's versatility throughout the year. First base, shortstop, second base, wherever it is. He was over at first base in game 1. Able just to slide over one spot and play a good second base as well.
Maybe one of the more fun last names in the Futures League, James Anastopoulos. Righty box. Looks at the off-speed pitch, ball 1 upstairs, and it's been a pitch that Mathewson has had trouble locating early. Anastopoulos out of Salve Regina, Shrewsbury, Mass local. Mathewson set. His 1-0 home. Fastball just caught the outer black. Shadow strike, and boy, those shadow strikes, they can determine starts.
Oh, they sure can, and Mathewson's still kind of in the shadows a little bit. His arm actually starts in the sun, and the rest of it's in the shadows. So, again, play that to your advantage here. Obviously, you want to work quick, but you want to use that to your advantage as well.
In the air to right field. This time it's TJ Bayer. I'll close in on it. There's 2 down. After the leadoff single, here's the right fielder, Jack Murray.
Murray trying to keep things going. He had 2 walks to end his game, last one in game 1, in the 4th and the 6th, and struck out swinging back in the 2nd of game 1, so still hitless here on this Thursday afternoon.
Murray was in center field in that first game, batting just 194, entering action in game 2, lefty box. The righty to the plate. Fastball misses upstairs as Norwich was designing their lineup today. A big part of the decision to put Grand in the 5 spot was to break up lefty, righty, lefty in the Norwich order. We'll see that coming up in the 2nd inning. Wave and a miss. Good spot for Mathewson.
The first count he fell behind, and it's good to see him kind of come back. It's going to be big for him to make sure he's throwing strikes because he doesn't have a lot of bullets in that arm. So being able to minimize it, get through innings. Not much of the bullpen was used in Game 1, but again, you want to use as much as you possibly cannot in Game 2.
It's even. The pitch. Wave and a miss. Good heater from E. Nature. He's rolling right now. Trying to make it 2 clean frames. It's St. Denis on. He singled to begin the inning. It's the first hit of the ball game for Worcester. They'll do 6 hits in the opener. Mathewson brings it set. He's Hartford, Connecticut local. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 4th strikeout of the ball game for E-Money. Boy, he's fired up right now. 2 clean for the ECSU product. We go to the home half when we come back. Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base. Show your Sea Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at seaunicorns.milbstore.com. That's seaunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long. Jacob Klein back out there to work. A couple strikeouts in his first inning of work. It is his second appearance of the summer. Went 2 2/3 of an inning. Shutout baseball at Centennial Field in Burlington. A real tough house to win ball games in. It was a part of an 11-6 defeat. If you're just joining us and our coverage today, Vermont has won 8 in a row, 26-10. They're 16 over 500. You go back to last summer, Worcester controlled the regular season, but it's just a matter of getting into the dance. That's what Norwich is focused on right now. The pitch to Bureau. Wave and a miss, strike 1.
Yeah, it is what they're focused on, and I think these 2 games would be huge, right? You get Game 1, you find a way to get Game 2, you have all the momentum going into tomorrow at Worcester and then into the off day on Saturday, and then you find a way to win one more on the road against Lowell, and then you're right back here with a whole new mindset on Monday.
6, 7, and 8 for Norwich in the second inning against Jacob Klein. He's the starter in Game 2 for Joe Galvin's group. Not missing for ball 3. Klein, the right-hander, rising senior at Clark out of Flushing, New York. A hitter-friendly count for John Bureau. The pitch. That is hooked foul on the right side. It'll run the count full, 3-2. Bureau last played for Norwich. That was back on July the 2nd against the Spinners. Went 1 for 4 in that ball game. The 3-2. That is flipped foul down the left side.
Hey, good at bat here from JB, trying to find a way to get yourself on. It's almost like he's a leadoff hitter, so he's doing a good job, exactly what the situation provides for JB. It's a situation that he needs to kind of improve that stat on, in my opinion. He's been great, in the middle of the lineup, hitting with runners in scoring position, but there are going to be situations where this calls as he looks at ball 4, and that's exactly how you do it.
Great at-bat from John Bureau. Start the Norwich offense in the second inning. It'll bring up the third baseman, Tyler Jones, who put together a number of quality at-bats in the opener of this doubleheader, and felt like he fit in nicely to this Norwich squad.
Absolutely. Jones walked in his first at-bat in the second inning, reached on an error by the shortstop, and then went 3 unassisted on a hard hit ball to St. Denis, who was at first base in Game 1.
Fastball missing, ball one. Fans looking to go to the dentist? Well, Griswold Dental, you're more than a patient. You're a part of the Griswold Dental family. Find out more at griswolddental.net. That's right back up the middle, a base hit. And the Sea Unicorns have a couple of men on. Welcome to the Rose City, Tyler Jones. His first hit as a Sea Unicorn. And Norwich has something brewing in the second.
It was only a matter of time, putting up 3 good at-bats in 7 innings in game 1, and then just finding a way to put bat to ball here to start game 2.
How about this guy, Jack Treat? He's really been swinging it well at the plate as of late. And confidence is a funny thing. When you find it, you can really transform your season.
Yeah, you sure can, and especially for a youngster as he gets plunked here.
Wow. That caught him. And Norwich is the loaded second man hit by a pitch here today by Worcester pitching. That'll draw the attention of the backstop, Alan Carpenter. They're loaded for this man right here, David Pengel. It'll bring out the pitching coach, Dan Barato. Boy, what does this conversation consist of?
It's honestly a strategy to get outs. At this point in the game, you'll concede runs for 2 outs. You'll make that trade easy, no problem. But it's about executing. How can you find a way to jam hitters, or on the opposite end of the spectrum, find ways to get the ball away from hitters? It'll be a simple approach probably. They're going to work down and away, a lot of sliders, a lot of changeups. Especially with Pengel, it's going to be hard to turn 2, so you might have to go 5-3. You might have to go just the 4-6-3, 6-4-3. You got to find ways to get the ball hit hard with Pengel's speed, but also to somebody at the same time.
It's a really good day at the plate offensively for David Pengel. 3 runs driven in, part of a 2-hit game for the Sea Unicorns, who has hits for himself in 4 of his last 5 games. Real nice stretch for him. He was the Sea Unicorn player of the game, and another golden opportunity to produce for Norwich in a bases loaded spot.
At Pengel, 3 RBIs in game 1, all coming off of singles. A single will do the job here, more than likely scores 2.
It is double play depth for Worcester. The pitch home. Outside, ball 1. Fastball missing from Klein. No imminent action in the Worcester bullpen down the left side. They're loaded. Ducks on the pond everywhere. Treat at first, Jones at second, Bureau at third. Fastball a little downstairs, 2-0.
Got to find a way to give Pengel something to hit. It's not what you want if you're Klein, however, it's the only option at this point.
The corners are in for Worcester on 2-0. Top of the zone on the outer edge. And Klein gets the call.
Yeah, it barely hit the zone.
We used to have like one of those crystal balls.
It's 2-1 on Pengel. Klein's offering home. Below the zone, 3-1. And the fans here at Dodd Stadium a little confused by the strike zone, and I think Joe Galvin would tell you the same thing with the conversations he's been having either way. Squeezed right now is Klein. It's a hitter's count. 3-1, nowhere to put Pengel. The pitch home, taken outside, ball 4. It's a 5-pitch walk. It's a bases loaded RBI walk for David Pengel. You take them how you get them.
Yeah, you can take them how you get them, but I'll tell you, those are both strikes. It's lucky for sure, but the way things are going for Worcester right now, they have been as unlucky as you can be so far.
Top of the order, T.J. Bayer will swing. They're still loaded and nobody out.
Bayer was the only guy that went down quiet so far.
He grounded out his first time up. Swats away, strike 1, foul. Boy, this inning has gone to the winter shins of the Worcester side, and they're hoping to tug it back in the right direction. A good start here. Klein is ahead of the Norwich leadoff man. Carpenter set up outside. That's cut on and missed. Foul tipped into the mitt, strike 2.
Need a big out here if you're Klein. Preferably the strikeout. You don't really want to sacrifice more than 1 run to try to get outs. However, if it is tailor-made, they'll do it just to get a little bit of momentum, Worcester, in this inning.
Jones is the lead runner for Norwich at third. That is popped away, foul. Aboard at second is Treat, Pengel at first. And Klein really forced to dig in here. Plenty of speed for Norwich at first in Pengel. And Treat can run well as well at second. The 0-2 pitch. That is punched back foul, and this is what you want from your leadoff man. Bayer fighting away some really tough pitches. And credit to Klein. He's been all over the zone now.
He has been, and that's exactly what you needed in the last at-bat. I think he found some consistency. Even though they were not called strikes by the home plate umpire, the final 2 pitches of Pengel's at-bat were excellent.
It's 0-2 on the Marist product, T.J. Bayer. Carpenter set up inside the 0-2. That's up top. Curveball missing.
Yeah, you can tell from here the energy's different in that dugout. There's not a lot of them. A lot of them are down in that bullpen hanging out for game 2, but the ones that are in there making some noise.
It's 1-2 on Bayer. The pitch home way outside. Fastball overthrown, 2-2. He was just trying to expand the zone of Bayer, a guy that's, when he's at his best, it's just contact and shades of the outfield grass. So that's some big hits for this group. Here's the 2-2. That is hooked foul. Boy, another pitch crushed inner half and in, and Bayer got his hands in.
Yeah, Klein just doesn't have any pitch right now that can get him an out. Right, that slider's been inconsistent. The fastball's hanging over the plate because it's a 2-seamer, and that changeup's not moving. So you're kind of stuck here. I kind of go something with spin, try to maybe throw that slider again and get Bayer to chase a little bit.
Carpenter moves outside for the setup, and that's on the outer black. And Bayer is rung up on strikes. He's still not thrilled with the strike zone. And it is Klein who finds a put-out pitch.
Yeah, that could have been a makeup call for sure. I think those 2 calls were missed behind home plate, and a close pitch, I think that was going Klein's way, or I think the home plate umpire would have had an earful from Worcester.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Here is Kenny Noe. Bases are still loaded, now 1 out. Noe punched out his first time. From the stretch, the pitch home, sawed off. Noe hoping to deliver with the bases loaded. He's been good in this spot throughout the summer, which could really use a big swing to jumpstart the offense. It's 1-0 for the host. They are loaded.
One of 3 strikeouts Noe was in the first for Klein.
That is flipped down, and it's going to fall in. Breaking and scoring on the sequence is Tyler Jones, and the Sea Unicorns extend their lead. Kenny Noe stays hot with the bases loaded. A bloop single into left field. It's 2-0.
Yeah, everything's going Norwich's way right now. That's a good pitch from Klein. Did exactly what he had to do. Just finds a lot of that green grass out there.
There's Mike Fiataroni. Boy, what a summer for Kenny Noe. A guy who is certainly receiving all-star consideration because of swings like that. Not a big swing. Did not leave his shoes. Just found a way and produces. Fastball outside, ball 1.
Yeah, station to station, simplicity. Mike Fiataroni's a wizard at the station to station, whether it's taking a walk, whether it's slap at a single, and sometimes he clears the bases as well.
Working behind his Klein. He's had to exercise a ton of pitches. Boy, that was up for ball 2, and the home plate umpire gives a beneficial call to Klein.
Again, probably the last makeup call. That definitely missed. So it's now even 2-2. Both ways got, probably the wrong end of the stick, and I expect consistency from here on out.
Here's the 1-1. Little tapper, dribbler back to the mound, pouncing on it to the plate for the sure out is Klein, and there are 2 away.
It's good out. Good pitching from Klein. He was rewarded that time after the unfortunate, in his case, RBI single from Noe.
Henry Ayers will bat, and a real shot for the righty to get through it with minimized damage and limit the big inning. Norwich loaded them up to begin the frame. the walk, single, and hit batsman. Since then, it has been tumultuous work here for Jake Klein, who's had to exercise a number of different pitches. He's meeting now with the Norwich cleanup hitter, Henry Ayers, taking for ball 1.
Yeah, we always talk about Henry Ayers. How is he going to hit from the catcher spot? He's been good from the DH spot for the majority of the year, but how do you transition the defense and the offense in the same game? And it's all about putting the ball in play. The strikeout's got to be way lower.
Here's the 1-0. Yep. Shot him in. Right on his hands.
Sounded like he broke the bat, actually.
Yeah.
Just on the handle, but he's swinging it again, so we'll see what happens.
We're in the bottom of the second inning. Game 2 of the doubleheader. It's 2-0 Norwich. Crowd making noise. It's a ball and a strike on Ayers. The offering downstairs. 2-1 on the West Caldwell, New Jersey native in the portal. A guy receiving Ivy League consideration, and that is where you would expect a NESCAC guy, top-end academic school, and really good conferences, the NESCAC. Still looking for the next destination on the map. The 2-1. Outside, 3-1.
No place to put him. And again, it feels like a lot of pressure, especially once you jump into the portal. It's really hard to find a home, right? You're trying to play baseball. You're trying to find a home. You're trying to just enjoy it all at the same time. And I think for Henry, it's just all about how can I have fun? How can I enjoy it? And I've talked to him many times over the last couple of days. He's really enjoying it.
The 3-1, that's nowhere near the zone. Another RBI walk. It's a 3-0 Norwich lead.
This is totally different from the team that was here 2 weeks ago, right? It's all about having a plan up there, and they've done a great job. And the individual coming to the plate right now is one of the best in the business.
Joe Galvin will come out to the rubber. It is a call to the bullpen for Worcester. It is an inning and 2/3 for the Bravehearts right-hander. Surrenders 3 runs. And the Ducks out there are still his responsibility. Pitching change. New arm. We'll meet him when we come back.
Dinosaur Place is roaring fun for all ages. Have you ever driven by the Big Dino on Route 85 in Montville, Connecticut? Stop in and check out what's behind the fences. Jurassic adventures await you. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
A pitching change has been made here as Norwich still hitting here in the bottom of the second inning. Connor Harrelly will be the pitcher. The junior at Stevens, originally from Holden, Massachusetts, will take the mound for Worcester here in a big spot in the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, it's Connor Hurley. He had a Stevens College out of Holden, Massachusetts. He is familiar with the Norwich Sea Unicorns. Has seen them on several occasions already this summer. Hurley, he enters in a bases-loaded jam, and 2 outs in the inning. The batter coming to the plate to greet him is Carter Grant. Struck out his first time in Norwich, looking to really blow up this ball game and really jump off offensively. And a good chance to do it with the Fairfield Stag. Carter Grant. Here is Hurley on the rubber. ERA locked in at 2 over 18 innings worked. He has that interesting motion on the rubber. Well leaned over look, spins it, brings it into the glove. Bases are loaded. Way outside is ball 1. Hurley this summer worked 2 scoreless innings against Norwich back on May 31st. Has also seen Norwich on June the 7th, June 20th. Almost every time these two teams gather. And he's into the strike zone. That'll even it up 1-1.
Yeah, good slider. Probably the best pitch so far out of the pen. This is the guy you probably want if you're Hurley. Only a couple of at-bats, here in the last couple of weeks. So finding ways to get a cold hitter.
That's a big curveball. Outside corner, strike 2.
This will be a big out here for Worcester. A little momentum change probably, especially with the bases loaded, trying to find a way out of it.
Grand trying to deliver with 2 outs and 2 strikes in the inning. Hurley, he's 1-2 offering in the air, popped him up. It's out of play.
Good attack. A couple of sliders, and you attack with the fastball. Carter Grant, a good fastball hitter. The off speed, not as much. However, very balanced, especially in the weight in his back foot.
Bravehearts have a strong offense. Second in the Futures League, 271 average. Hurley, he trying to get them there. The 1-2, that is roped into left field, a base hit. 1 run scores, the wave at third. Carter Grant delivers a 2-out, 2-strike base hit into left field, and the Sea Unicorns have grabbed a handful. It's 5-0.
Yeah, you're halfway, right? Halfway to that mercy rule. It is 5 innings here in 7-inning games. How big would that be to find a way there? And Carter Grant, he should tell me to be quiet because I apologize to
Be quiet.
I should.
We'll talk for him.
What
a swing. That's your Fairfield Stag. Boy, what a swing with 2 outs and 2 strikes, and it's one that I know would make you smile. We've talked about it all pregame. Simple and know your approach, and Grant shortened up. And boy, what a swing with 2 outs in the inning. Both of those runs are charged to the starter Klein. It's 5-0 Norwich, and they are looking for more. It is Bureau, as Norwich is now batted around in the 2nd inning. The 0-1 home. That's waved and missed for strike 2. Boy, what a hearty cut.
It is. JP's trying to get it all. He knows that fence is out there, and there's no activity in that Worcester bullpen. So this is going to be Hurley's inning 2.5.
Hurley, he again in a 2-strike count on Bureau. Here's the pitch. That's taken for ball 1. Boy, it looked like it was on the Route 1 expressway. And Hurley, he was ready to bring it in. And so was Worcester. They're feeling a little wanderlust, not going into the dugout right now. It's 1-2 on Bureau. Borderline pitch. Now it is on the ground over to second. Handled by Seppin. Tossed to first. That'll do it. Norwich ambushes for a 5-run 2nd inning. It's 5-0 the 3rd when we come back. Sea Unicorns Baseball live on YouTube, SNSN Sports, and the Futures League Network.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes. Especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
With Jewett City Savings Bank's free access checking account, you get everything you need to take control of your money, including mobile banking, mobile check deposit, and a contactless debit card with mobile wallet. Add a high-yield savings account for even more control. Stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com to open your account today. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
We go to the 3rd inning. It's 5-0 Norwich. Sea Unicorns quenching their thirst in the bottom of the 2nd inning offensively. We know every Thursday is a Thirsty Thursday at Dodd Stadium with beer specials on Narragansett. It is a Thirsty Thursday here on this summer night in southeastern Connecticut. Our next Thirsty Thursday is coming right at you next Thursday. The Vermont Lake Monsters pay a visit. Their final visit to Norwich is that series on Thursday and Friday. As always, our first pitch, 6:30 local time. Pre-game coverage at 6 o'clock for all of our weekday games, but especially our Thirsty Thursdays. Leadoff man up in the frame for the Bravehearts. It is John Ramsey, 8-9-1 for Worcester. Eric Mathewson trying to make it 3 frames today. Already 4 strikeouts. Eastern Connecticut State fastball, top of the zone, strike 1.
Yeah, he's been really efficient. Again, you mentioned the 4 Ks, 3 of which in the first inning, and then gets Murray to go down to end the last inning. It's all been Eric Mathewson so far, and the show is his.
We're enjoying it tonight on the inside corner, and completely fooled by the call. John Ramsey, you talk about just some sort of movement right now by Eric Mathewson. It just broke at the final moment. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. It is swung on and missed, struck him out, cast it by him. It is the 5th strikeout of the night, and the show is yours, Eric Mathewson. Boy, what a night. Just in command right now is E-Money. One gone. We're in this 3rd inning. First pitch home, ruled for a strike. Fans, before you come to the ballpark, stop by Charlene's Diner, Main Street, Jewett City, for delicious breakfast or lunch. Order what you want, eat what you get, only at Charlene's Diner, Main Street, Jewett City. Boy, rolling right now is Mathewson. He's way ahead of Braden Cali. No balls and 2 strikes. Mathewson from the full windup. His 0-2 pitch is off the end of the bat. That is going to fall in, a base hit. It's a 1-out knock for Braden Cali, and it's the 2nd hit of the ball game for Worcester. Top of the order, Andrew Schmidt will come to the plate. He struck out his first time up. Good pitch by Mathewson, but a better swing. Aboard at first is Braden Cali. He's got great speed over there. Faked his movement, popped up foul, strike 1 to Andrew Schmidt. Bravehearts lead the Futures League with 248 runs scored this summer. Nice play made out in the crowd. That would be an out in Banana Ball. It is not Banana Ball here. This is Sea Unicorns baseball, as always, right here at Dodd Stadium. The 0-1. Inside, Ayers fakes his throw. Diving back is Braden Cali. Worcester 2nd with 331 hits. And their 271 average is 2nd best. Mathewson containing them. Quieted them to 2 so far. There's the big curveball for strike 2. Another important inning for Eric Mathewson, trying to save the bullpen. Norwich goes to the heart of the Commonwealth tomorrow. The 1-2. There goes Cali, the throw from Ayers. It's a good one. The tag, it is behind schedule. And a stolen base for Braden Cali. And that'll run the count even. It's 2-2. Cali now swiping his 9th bag of the summer. He had an excellent jump. Good throw by Ayers, a little tardy. It's even 2-2 on Schmidt. Huge lead. It's punched into right field, and able to just walk home and score is Braden Cali. The RBI base hit. Andrew Schmidt to the opposite field, and the Bravehearts are on the board. It's 5-1. Good swing there by Andrew Schmidt, top of the order. Got a pitch he could handle over the outer part of the plate and just snapped it into right. Back-to-back hits, and that stolen base paying dividends for the Worcester offense. They're all emerging at the top step of their dugout, third base side. Here is Seppin. He's hunting the first pitch. He fights it foul, strike 1. Seppin The batter at the plate for Worcester. A soon-to-be sophomore at Southern New Hampshire, 6 feet 185 out of Woodside, New York. Looks on the outside corner, good breaking ball. Double play is available. It is Schmidt aboard over at first. Schmidt, the base runner for Worcester, has 7 swipe bags. It's a manageable lead. Now a secondary. The pitch. That's on the outside corner. Strike 3. Rung up on strikes is Seppin. That paints the outer black. It is the 6th strikeout of the ball game for Mathewson, who has had his strikeout pitch. And right now a warning being sentenced to the Worcester dugout. That was strike 3, and no doubt about it. First looking strikeout of the night for Worcester. Here's Mercado. Mercado punched out his last time up. Seppin has been down on strikes both his turns to the plate. In motion was Schmidt. He'll return to first on the foul ball. Every Monday at Dodd Stadium, the Young Guns, they eat free thanks to BTW's, Southeastern Connecticut's premier HVAC company. Every Monday home game, first pitch at 6:30 local time, and this game is a Kids Eat Free game because of that game that was postponed on Monday, June 22nd. Jack Treat will take the path over to first base. And Eric Mathewson has made it 3 innings today, has surrendered just the 1 run. He's rolling 6 strikeouts and a 5-1 Norwich lead. We go to the bottom half when we return. Sea Unicorns baseball streaming live on YouTube, SNSN Sports, and the Futures League Network.
Rental property around here, you know how fast tenant calls, repairs, and rent collection can pile up. That's where Capital Property Group comes in. They handle everything: tenant screening, rent collection, maintenance, repairs, and day-to-day property and association management. Whether it's a long-term rental or a short-term property, they make ownership simple and stress-free. You own the property. They handle the headaches. Learn more at mycapitalteam.com. Capital Property Group, simplifying property ownership.
We're really looking forward to the possibility of working together. Absolutely. We believe this could be a great partner.
We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Connor Hurley is back out there, and we know Logan Rundy, our good friend, he's standing by. Downstairs with the Central Connecticut State Blue Devil, Brandon O'Neill. Logan, down to you.
Thanks, guys. Adam, more specifically, here with Brandon O'Neill here right in the dugout. Big win in Game 1. We've reached the second half of the year. What are some of your personal goals here for the second half?
Personal goals, I definitely want to get the back going a little more. I think my defense has been pretty good throughout the year, so I want to keep that the same. Definitely could always improve, but yeah, always looking to go day by day, swing by swing, and just do what I can to help the boys win, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Trying to find a way to help them win. Got a good win in Game 1. In terms of your development, what are some of the things you're looking forward to here in the second half?
In the second half, you know, we're obviously pushing for the playoffs. We gotta keep stacking wins. We got Eric Mathewson doing great here tonight, 1 Game 1. And, you know, we're just looking to get better each day, improve each day, and just stack up wins one by one, like I said, make playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. Trying to stack those wins. Huge homestand next week. A little bit of a challenge, Worcester and Lowell this weekend. However, we'll return here to Dodd Stadium Monday for a huge homestand. Adam, back to you.
Great stuff, as always, Logan, and great to hear from Brandon O'Neill, big part of this Norwich offense. Looking at strike 1 is Tyler Jones. He welcomed himself to the Rose City with his first hit of the summer. His last turn to the plate, base hit to center field. Part of that 5-run second inning, Norwich batted around. This is flipped in the air, straight away center field. Moving in, Braden Calley will squeeze it. There's 1 down. 1 down, it'll bring up the Norwich first baseman, Jack Treat. He was plunked by the pitch his last time up. Glad you're joining us. Thursday night baseball right here at Dodd Stadium. The pitch. That's the breaking ball taken down low, ball 1. Norwich and Worcester meeting. Sea Unicorns now 4-1 on the summer against second place Worcester. The 1-0 to Treat. That's taken outside 2-0. Treat out of Oakdale, Connecticut, played his high school baseball at nearby Montville High School. And very familiar with Dodd Stadium. On the ground, rolled over to first, scoop by Mercado. He'll step on first, 2 down. Treat, commit to Bryant. Has been retired here, and quickly 2 up and 2 down in the Norwich third inning. It'll bring up David Pengel. This is a guy that has been rolling at the plate offensively. And Herlihy trying to make quick work of Norwich in this third inning. After the Bravehearts got on the board, Logan Rundy right back. Boy, I hope you're enjoying your cardio workout in Game 2. You're everywhere, but great stuff down there with Brandon O'Neill, and he continues to echo that sentiment of this group, pushing for postseason baseball, and they really understand the assignment with the way things have gone and how important, but more importantly, taking it a game at a time and narrowing the picture.
Well, absolutely, and I asked those 2 questions, very similar questions, but different at the same time intentionally, as Pengel goes right back up the middle here.
Oh, what a swing. David Pengel just continues to go inside out, and the Northeastern Husky continues to have a big day at the plate, extends this third inning. It'll bring up TJ Bayer.
Yeah, as I was saying, right, I asked this similar question on purpose. Number 1, what's your individual goal? How can you contribute? Number 2, the team goal. How can the team continue to move forward? And you mentioned a good point. You just got to continue to stack wins. You can't win 2 games in 1 and just find a way to do it every single day.
First pitch home, ruled for a strike. Fans coming to Dodd Stadium Friday, July 18th. It's a mystery giveaway. It's still a mystery. We're waiting to find out. And it is coming next Friday. Sea Unicorns are right back at home. Vermont Lake Monsters at Dodd Stadium. And the post-game fireworks to follow, thanks to our good friends at Liberty Bank. It's 0-2 on Bayer, who was grounded out and struck out today. Aboard at first is Pengel. See if he's in motion here. He's not going. This is popped up. Jammed inside was Bayer. Logan's got it. You always do. Would have made the play.
Oh, always. You know what I mean? I've said it before. I'll say it again. I think I can go at least defensively, band for band.
I think you could.
100%.
Where are we putting you? Second? Third?
I was a utility. I recruited for utility work, brother.
Hey, that's perfect. Mike Fiataroni 2.0 right here, right next to me.
He's got no idea.
Hey, Fiataroni might be an all-star down there. You're an all-star broadcaster, so it all evens out.
Coming from you, it means a lot. You know what I mean?
0-2 on Bayer. This is a guy that is hoping to make an appearance in that all-star game. A guy hitting just under the 300 line. The 0-2, that is on the ground, rolled over softly, charging in Ramsey. Bobbles it. His throw to first is offline, and just leaping to collect it is Mercado. It is the first error committed and the 3rd overall today by the Worcester shortstop. And Norwich has something going here, 1st and 2nd with 2 outs.
Yeah, it's been a really tough day, and it's unfortunate. Ramsey's an excellent defender. I think this field does provide some challenges, especially with the weather and the rain. You can see
grass plays quick.
It does, and it's also at shortstop. It's a little bit darker in color, which means it was more wet there over the last couple of days. There were puddles that definitely accrued out there, and going to take some finicky hops, excuse me.
Here's Noe, guy that's been tremendous this summer with runners in scoring position. How about it? 500 with the bases loaded. Well, you can't make that stuff up. It's been a video game summer for him.
Really has, especially in the last couple of weeks as well.
Hitters count 1-0. Herlihy is set. His 1-0 to the plate. There is the big breaking ball. Nestles in there, evens the count 1-1. It's be a great time to deliver with 2 outs in the inning. Try and provide a little 2-out boom with this offense. Sea Unicorns have the off day Saturday. That is in there for strike 2 on Noe. Norwich will head over to Lasher Park on Sunday. See the Wool Spinners, and that is a big-time game for Norwich. Well, might be 7th in the Futures League, but they have had Norwich's number to this point. Have taken 3 of the 4 meetings on 1-2 to Noe. Bouncing ball Tough play over there at second. Racing in is Sepp in his throw to first. It's in time. Stretching out is Mercado, and that is going to do it. Norwich threatens with a couple of outs in the inning. Failed to score. Herlihy out of it. Go to the fourth. 5-1 Norwich right here on the Futures League Network and live on YouTube. SNSN Sports.
Huge shout out to Bacchus Hospital for partnering with Griswold Middle School to give 8th grade students an unforgettable hands-on experience through Dare to Care. Students explored the critical care unit, emergency department, Lifestar helicopter, and American ambulance while taking part in interactive safety activities like impairment goggles and stop the bleed training. These real-world lessons are helping empower our youth to make safe, healthy decisions and learn valuable life-saving skills. From all of us at Griswold Pride, thank you to the doctors, nurses, first responders, and staff who made this incredible day possible. Together, we're building a safer and stronger community.
Jewett City Savings Bank gives you 2 ways to pay for purchases, while also keeping your accounts and your money secure. Use our contactless debit card or add the card to the mobile wallet on your phone. Both give you a fast, safe, and easy way to check out. To learn more, stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Head to the 4th inning at Dodd Stadium. Rolling right along. And over for the play-by-play in this 4th inning is Logan Rundy. Logan, you have a 5-1 lead to work with.
Yeah, sure do. And with the 5-1 lead, you want your vehicle to be in a good spot as well. Strain Family Motors, the weather is heating up, and so should the fun. Rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors in Lisbon and feel the excitement of the open road. Go to SFM Slingshots.com and rent one today.
Hey, we got to start getting our slingshots going.
Oh.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
It does.
Polaris slingshot.
It does. Hunter Sandenis will lead off here in the visiting half of the 4th inning.
Speaking of slinging it, Eric Mathewson has been doing that, and I got a front row seat.
He has indeed. Singled in the first into left field, and Mathewson gloves it first pitch, showing off the leather. How about that slingshot from St. Denis? This time caught by Mathewson and flipped over to Treat. 1 pitch, 1 out.
1 pitch and 1 out indeed. Boy, self-defense for Eric Mathewson. That was hit right on a line. There is one gone. And you talk about reflexes, but more importantly, defending your position. You don't knock that down. That is right up the middle for a single. Instead, leadoff man retired.
Indeed, that'll give way to Alan Carpenter. Played in the Futures League as the Futures Northeast Prospects game last week. So he's been at Dodd Stadium recently. He popped up to Fiataroni on a whirlwind of a pop-up in the 2nd inning. Mathewson's been good so far. 4 1/3, just 1 run earned. As he misses wide that time, ball 1.
Carpenter batting .403 this summer. Certainly well on his way to an all-star nomination to represent Worcester, and he's been tremendous for Joe Gallivan's side. Hard to take his bat out of the lineup.
Mathewson's 2-0 is fouled off. He'll get one his way as Carpenter fouls it off into the parking lot.
Good pitch. Must have strike. Called for a fastball count, and he just jammed Carpenter right in on his hands. Got to go right back to it. Force him to fight it off.
We've discussed it many times. Mathewson's had no problem going through the first 3 innings. It's the 4th that's been the issue. Got 1 quick out. Now he's down in the count 3-1.
Yeah, speaking with Zach Itcher, the big swing in his outings is how quick can he get to strike one? And that's something that he talked about. And he is our player spotlight on this week's homestand program. Very fitting that he makes the start right here at home.
Sure is. He'll get strike 2 across, and that's all about it. He started the game with 4 straight batters, starting them off with strikes, and you saw how the first 2 innings went. The 3rd inning, the first batter of that, did not receive a strike, and a run came because of it. He's looking to get the out here 3-2 with the crowd behind him. 3-2, that ball's on the ground at second. Fiataroni, no problem, over to his running mate Treat. There's 2 outs here in the visiting half of the 4th.
Yeah, great work by Mathewson working behind in that count. Got strike 1. It was a 2-0 count. And good set of defense by Norwich, and you have to be prepared defensively when it is Mathewson on the mound.
Tuesdays have been kind to the Norwich Sea Unicorns. On Tuesdays, fans, you buy a ticket, we'll give you one free as Mathewson misses outside. There's 2 more left this year. The upcoming Tuesday, July 14th against the Nashua Silver Knights, and then the final week of the year on August 4th against New Britain. Fans, you get one ticket when you buy one as well. Matches it, 1-1, Mathewson. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, good pitch there. Important strike to offer. The fastball has been sharp tonight for him. It's been his best pitch.
It sure has. That curveball's landed in there as well. We'll see where he goes here. 1-1. That is in there. The curveball indeed catches the inner half.
Well, that was a sharp curveball. Quick bite to it, and it just chomped down on the inside corner. Strike 2.
Mathewson trying to get through this ever so evading 4th inning. The 1-2, the hook almost hit him in the head. That's Anastopoulos. He flew out over to TJ Bayer in right in the 2nd inning. Mathewson's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 5-1 lead. It's the curveball. It's on the ground to third base. Jones coming in on it. And the jump throw gets him over. Jack Tree completes the 5-3 put out. Clean inning. He gets through it. Eric Mathewson gets through 4 clean ones. 5-1 Norwich. They come to bat here. You're watching Norwich Sea Unicorns baseball on YouTube, SNSN Sports, and the Futures League Network.
Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base. Show your Sea Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at seaunicorns.milbstore.com. That's seaunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long. You got it.
A big play there to end the inning. Let's take a look at it one more time. The DB Lund Electric play of the game. Let's take a look. Jones on Anastopoulos here. Mathewson makes a good pitch and just misses outside. Then you speed it up a little bit, and then you get to the ground ball. Jones has not dealt with this very often. However, finds a way to get it on the short hop and then completes the jump throw over to Tree. That is your DB Lund Electrical play of the game.
Yeah, great stuff. DB Lund, we're feeling electric. Play of the game, no doubt about it. What a play by Tyler Jones, welcoming himself defensively as well. And another, and how about it? Eric Mathewson, 4 innings, got through it. That's important for him.
It will start here with the left-hitting hitter Fiataroni, who takes strike 1 to cross the plate. Fiat went a simple 1-2 as he rocketed a ball back to Klein in the 2nd inning and completed on to first base. Fiataroni 0-1 takes away 1-1. Done a great job of that so far this month. Has hit the ball well, but most importantly, he's seeing the pitches at him.
Yeah, he is. He's really working counts, not expanding his zone. It's fun to watch.
The 1-1, Fiataroni leaned back on it, rightfully so. Now 2-1. Worcester trying to have a consistent pitching attack. Hasn't happened in either game of the doubleheader today. Big offensive day for Norwich, which was needed after the road trip. With 2 in Vermont and 1 in Nashua. In reverse order, Fiataroni fouls off strike 2 back to the screen.
That wasn't his swing, though. That was over the zone, and he knew it. Really had to really extend himself vertically. And because of it, boy, Herlihy gets a huge strike 2.
Herlihy looking to get rid of Fiataroni. Not yet, though. Being a pest, Fiataroni rips it down the first base line, right in front of the dugout.
A little early. You don't want to see him just stay back. You can really commit and trust your hands. Well, you can really yank it down the line.
The 2-2 to Fiat, and he swings through a great pitch there. And Fiataroni goes down swinging.
Changing pace, and that's pitching right there by Herlihy to a T. Showed the curveball, but he tunneled it, and then he went to that fastball and really picked up the pace. Just blew it by him, no chance. Makes 85 look like 95.
He does indeed. This time it'll be errors. He'll take strike one. Fans, on Wednesdays, you'll experience the midweek ballpark bundle. Purchase a premium seat and 2 hot dogs for just $15. That's on Wednesdays here. You'll get no ballpark bundle this week. However, you'll see it on the 29th in Westfield and then again at Westfield as Ayers puts it into right field.
Great swing by Henry Ayers. That's why he's in this spot of the order. Breaking pitch, stayed over the middle half of the plate and just roped it into right field. Great at-bat, and Henry Ayers 2 for 2 with a walk. Real nice day for him. Remember his start to the summer, 571 through his first 8 games. He was roaring offensively, cooled off, and really starting to go again.
Indeed he is. He's had 2 successful at-bats, an RBI walk, and now the single will give way to Carter Grant. The Fairfield product will take ball 1, and a good scoop behind the plate.
Really good block by Carpenter. He's been great defensively. He's thrown out a couple of Norwich base runners this summer. It's a guy that can really control a game behind the plate.
And again, in that Northeast Prospects game just last week, and deservingly so. The 1-0 to Gran. The slider gets in there. Gran not happy about it. Very stoic individual, very quiet as well.
He had a huge 2-out RBI. His last turn in that second inning. That's a swing that can really get someone going offensively.
Sure can. That double. And he swings through an off-balance swing. That is 4 strike 2. Got to find a way. That curveball is eating him up twice.
Yeah, he just took his head and pulled away from it. Keep your head and your nose down. Believing your swing.
The 1-2 to Carter Grant is fouled off. Just got the end of the bat, and we'll do it again here in the same count. Ayers will lead from first. Not much of a threat running the bases, however, does have some speed for a backstop.
Yeah, better swing by Grant, too. Fastball, fought it off, outside pitch. I think he's going to go inside here and try and just chew up his hands.
Grant down 1-2. Wanted to go outside instead. And missed on the 2-seamer. Couldn't get it back over the plate. Worcester needs this one before they head home tomorrow to see these same Sea Unicorns. An 0-2 trip here would be absolutely defeating. If you're Norwich on the other side of the coin, what a momentum shift that would be.
Yeah, it's one you really need.
That ball is similar to the first inning. It's put into left field. Grant this time will be content with 1 base as it's bobbled out in the outfield by Schmidt. However, to no avail, no damage. So Carter Grant has his second hit of the evening.
What a swing, too. Again, fought off a couple really tough pitches and then got one that just stayed over the middle part of the plate. Flips it into left field. And that is a sign of a confident hitter up there with 2 strikes, a man with a plan. We have talked about it with this group, understanding your approach with 2 strikes, and Joe DeLanzo smiling right now over at that first base coach's box.
John Bureau led off in the second inning, had 2 at-bats in that same inning. This time he rolls on the ground to second. Great play over there by Sepp Ian, and that ball's into the outfield. Ayers is going to come in to score. Carter Grant will move up an extra 90 feet, and an error will force in another Norwich run.
Boy, Christian Seppin, boy, that was a tough play. Ranged from his right to his left, went into the slide. Never could set his feet, and it was way off for the shortstop Ramsey into left field. 1 run scores easily. Norwich gets the run right back. And again, good things happen when you put the ball in play. Was going to be a tough play no matter what over there for Christian Seppin. And John Bureau gets rewarded. It won't be an RBI, but nonetheless, it's a 6-1 ball game.
Tyler Jones, the former George Washington player, now transferred over to Stony Brook for this upcoming year. He singled back in the second. This is game 2. He started in his debut in game 1, went hitless, and had his first hit here in the second inning.
Overcast skies over top here at Dodd Stadium this Thursday night.
That ball is on the ground to Seppian again. This time he scoops it. He'll take one out over to first base. That will force in another run. Jones has his first RBI as a Norwich Sea Unicorn.
All right, great swing by Tyler Jones, but again, understood the situation. Opposite field approach. Seppian again forced to go into a slide. And his only play was over at the first base bag. And Norwich has their 7th of the night. Boy, this offense is jumping, but more importantly, they are doing what the game calls for. And Tyler Jones understood that was an important add-on run.
The last 10 innings, Norwich has put up 6 of which that have 2 runs or more. This one is up the middle from Jack Treat Seppian. Up and over once more, 4-3 put out. So 2 more runs as Grand and Ayers cross the plate. The runs have been gotten back. It's now a 7-1 advantage for Norwich. You're watching Futures League Baseball on YouTube, SNSN Sports, and the Futures League Network.
Dinosaur Place is roaring fun for all ages. Have you ever driven by the Big Dino on Route 85 in Montville, Connecticut? Stop in and check out what's behind the fences. Jurassic adventures await you. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Welcome back here to the 5th inning. Eric Mathewson will take the mound for the 5th inning work. However, before we do that, Jewett City Savings Bank, your community bank for over 125 years with offices ready to serve you all over Eastern Connecticut. Go to jcsbank.com to find out why Jewett City Savings Bank is your community bank. Mathewson's been great so far, just that 1 earned run, 3 hits for him. That damage was all done in the 3rd inning. And other than that, he's pounded the strike zone, and the strikeout has been a big part of his game, Adam.
Yeah, it has 6 strikeouts, and he's been impressive today, getting to strike 1. And then he has had a great plan. Henry Ayers has been a catcher who calls a tremendous game. He's been praised by the coaching staff, and really the best catcher of the 4 as far as calling the game is concerned. And that is really shine brightly here in this outing for Eric Mathewson. And anytime you are in sync with your battery mate, it is going to be a successful night, and it has been nothing short of that for Eric Mathewson. Certainly in the conversation for pitcher of the night honors, but he needs to get through this 5th inning.
An inning he is not seen as a starter yet so far, as the 4th inning has been the struggle somewhat. However, he's got run support in both the 2nd and the 4th. 7 total runs on 9 hits. He's set to deliver pitch number 1 of the 5th. That's a high pop. That's going to be out of play.
Yeah, so much easier to go out there and go about your business when you have the run support. Breathe a little easier. The game slows down. And again, that's strike 1 in the zone and a challenging pitch.
Jack Murray will be his opposition. He was one of Mathewson's strikeout victims back in the 2nd. That ball misses, and the count is even at 1-1.
Okay with that. Go to the fastball. Yes, he overthrew it, but wasn't falling off. Just an overthrown fastball. Make the adjustment.
Mathewson, one of the best in the business at staying level-headed. That curveball just misses on the inside half, as Murray is over the plate a good amount, so a lot of things look more in than they typically are.
Either way, that's a great curveball and a better adjustment by Eric on his end. Fastball missed, and that is great mechanics with this curveball, which has really been sharp.
Has been sharp indeed. That ball's popped up. Pengel's pursuing the baseball. He will call off Bayer in right field, and he waits for it to reach the ground. And another good start to an inning as Pengel makes the squeeze for out number 1.
Yeah, good work by Norwich. Help out Eric Mathewson, record that important first out, take care of Jack Murray, and this is the part of the order you have to attack. Bottom of the order, number 8 spot now, Ramsey, who has struck out his only trip. And that curveball's really worked for him tonight.
Boy, has Mathewson had every pitch in the book, everything in that back pocket. Whether that be the changeup, the curveball, and the fastball and curveball being 1 and 2. There's the curveball. There's another strike. It's now 0-2.
Emphatic strike 2 call. Love it behind the plate. That's a great pitch. Back-to-back curveballs. Go off the plate away. Really force Ramsey away from his zone.
The 0-2, the fastball up at the top of the zone, just misses above the bell buckle, and we'll do it again. Ramsey, an excellent player and an even better defender. Just been a really tough day for him. 3 errors, including a strikeout here in game 2.
Yeah.
Mathewson's 1-2, fastball inside. Watch your lips, Mr. Ramsey. Backs him off the plate. It's now even at 2-2.
Sharp bite right now. That fastball just kept running inside. Let's get back to it. Competitive pitch right now, 2 strikes.
The 2-2, 1 out. Ramsey sees it, float right over the plate. How about another one? Tip your cap, Eric Mathewson. That's another one for E-Money.
7 Ks tonight. Boy, he's been money tonight. What a call by you, and what an out. This has been his night. It's his show. Grab your popcorn, and if you're a young pitcher, this is how you go about it. Strike 1 early. His curveball's been excellent, and he's really had that secondary pitch working.
Mathewson has just been rolling. That 2-seamer gets on Callie's hands. He's out in center field this evening. Mathewson looking to go 1-2-3 for a second consecutive inning. That's another one that's called by the home plate umpire. Worcester can't believe it. That hasn't been a strike all day. However, in this situation, it is. And Callie finds himself down 0-2 with 2 outs.
Now, when you're filling up the zone, you get those calls.
The 0-2, Mathewson looking for 3 straight. That ball is on the ground at third. Jones will just watch it go foul.
He was way ahead of that. That was an off-speed pitch. He was sitting fastball. And Mathewson attacked with that off-speed pitch. Oh, he's had a great 1-2 punch. Fastball moving in and out, curveball up and down. You can't do it any better than that.
We'll do the 0-2 once more. Mathewson, the long right-hander, goes to the fastball. Up and in. See ya, Braden Callie. Mathewson, take a bow, my friend. 5 innings of just 1 run baseball. Norwich will go hit here in the home half of the 5th inning. They're up 7-1. You're watching Futures League Baseball on YouTube, SNSN Sports, and the Futures League Network.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
With Jewett City Savings Bank's free access checking account, you get everything you need to take control of your money, including mobile banking, mobile check deposit, and a contactless debit card with mobile wallet. Add a high-yield savings account for even more control. Stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com to open your account today. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
It's stretch time here a little bit earlier tonight here in the middle of the 5th inning at Dodd Stadium. Kyle McLaughlin will take over, the sophomore from UMass Boston, 6 foot 170 from Auburn, Massachusetts. This is appearance number 10 with no record and a save to his name, 13 in the 3rd innings. That ERA is 8.78 with the whip just south of 2 at 1.8. The big pitch is the strikeout one, 16 on the year. Being able to contribute in a variety of different ways. Last time out, was successful in the way he was able to throw the ball. June 25th, 2 innings at Westfield.
What an outing tonight, Eric Mathewson. 8 strikeouts, and he has been rolling tonight. His best stuff yet. And that was an outing that you can really feel good about. Imagine that would wrap it up. High five line going in, but He's been efficient, and because of it, certainly will give him a chance to go out there and work the sixth inning, but you don't want to burn him out either.
Certainly.
He's going to be needed for this stretch run.
Fans, Christmas in July is coming up. It'll be Saturday, July 25th. They'll face the New Britain Bees at Classic 6:30 start here, part of the 3-game homestand on the weekend after the All-Star break. Make sure to get your Santa hat giveaway as well. David Pengel will lead off here in the home half of the 5th with the new arm. Good start there by McLaughlin, strike one.
Yeah, wipeout slider. Just kept running off the plate. Engel's fooled by it, but don't be fooled by what he has done, especially in this spot in the lineup.
McLaughlin goes to the fastball this time. Pengel's down in the count 0-2, a rare place for him today. A plethora of RBIs, 3 of which came in game 1, play over the game.
That strike to begin this count really put Pengel in a real tough spot. Has to fight now.
Does indeed. That slider looked like he went around. The first base umpire said he did not, though. Pengel will get a free life from down the line.
I checked his swing. That was close.
Was close.
That's as close as you can get.
Pengel trying to have an excellent 2 games here. Has already done so, trying to add to it. The slider, that's popped up in the center. Going to be a tough play out there. And it will be caught by the second baseman, Christian Seppian. And 1 out here in the home half of the 5th as Cali was pursuing it as well.
Yeah, good play by Seppin. Had a range back, move over his shoulder from his right to his left in shallow right field. Always tough when you go back on a baseball compared to running in. That was in no man's land for Jack Murray, the right fielder, and wise call by the second baseman, Seppin, to take control. He's been busy too. Lots of baseballs hit his way, and again, Norwich has been late, but you would say purposely late, waiting back on purpose, trying to go to the opposite field.
Seppin possibly busy again. However, it tails over to the first baseman, Julian Mercado. 2 quick outs here in the home half of the 5th.
Yeah, just rolling right now. That slider fastball combo has really been sharp for him, and he's tunneled both his pitches to look identical.
So 2 quick outs here for McLaughlin. It's exactly what the doctor ordered for out of the Worcester bullpen, one that has struggled all day, especially in the middle stages. 7 runs here. Defense has not helped them. 2 errors in game 1, an additional 2 here in game 2. 4 total on the day for a Worcester team that needs wins. And McLaughlin does not get the benefit of the call. It's going to be ball 1. Lineup card flips over to TJ Bayer. Has gone 4-3, struck out.
It's Noe.
Excuse me. I apologize.
That's how quick right now the right-hander McLaughlin is working.
100%.
Just want to make sure you give credit to the right guy.
Yeah, Kenny, I apologize, my man.
It's a lefty up there. Switch hitter, rare breed.
2 guys that look the same as well.
Yes. Similar stance. Different batting gloves, though.
100%. Noe will take the slider on the outside half for a ball. Look good, though.
Yeah, another competitive pitch. That slider has been really sharp. Great control and execution of it. Another competitive pitch. Better take.
Noe up 2-1. Now, how about you make it 3? That's now 3 in a row. Noe trying to get the offense going. Struck out back in the 4th and went and got a single in the 2nd, but struck out looking in the 1st. 1 for 3 days so far. The 3-1. Swings at it, fouls it off the catcher behind the plate.
Tough pitch. Great 3-1 spot, though, for McLaughlin. Always want to stay off the middle half of the plate, and he has just been edge hunting right now. Give him credit. Tough spot to come in, mop up work. He has really been competitive.
Indeed, he has the 3-2 to Noe. Swings and a miss. Great inning out of the bullpen from McLaughlin. Another scoreless inning, the first since the 3rd. And we head to the top of the 6th. Norwich up 7-1. You're watching Futures League Baseball on YouTube, SNSN Sports, and the Futures League Network.
Huge shout out to Bacchus Hospital for partnering with Griswold Middle School to give 8th grade students an unforgettable hands-on experience through Dare to Care. Students explored the critical care unit, emergency department, Lifestar helicopter, and American Ambulance while taking part in interactive safety activities like impairment goggles and Stop the Bleed training. These real-world lessons are helping empower our youth to make safe, healthy decisions and learn valuable life-saving skills. From all of us at Griswold Pride, thank you to the doctors, nurses, first responders, and staff who made this incredible day possible. Together, we're building a safer and stronger community.
Jewett City Savings Bank gives you 2 ways to pay for purchases, while also keeping your accounts and your money secure. Use our contactless debit card or add the card to the mobile wallet on your phone. Both give you a fast, safe, and easy way to check out. To learn more, stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
We go to the 6th inning here in Norwich, and it is a 7-1 Norwich lead. As always, Logan Rundy, he's standing by. It's a busy schedule for Norwich, and for a little more on that, here is Logan Rundy. Over to you.
Thanks, Adam. Teleported out to the stands. What a great night it is. Beautiful night here in the mid-70s. However, the upcoming schedule for the Norwich Sea Unicorns tomorrow, they'll be on the road in Worcester again. Saturday will be the only off day before the All-Star break. Then you take it to Sunday down in Lowell. There'll be 2 games here, Monday and Tuesday next week. Nashua included on Tuesday. Wednesday will be down in Lowell. Then you'll see Vermont for 2. First place Vermont by 16 games. They're 16 games above 500. In addition to that, they have a huge lead in the Futures League standings. Then a game on Saturday, and then on Sunday the 19th, the Westfield Starfires will be in town. That'll be 6 games in 7 days for this Norwich team here at Dodd Stadium. A team that has played on the road a lot this season to today, looking to get some wins next week. Adam, back to you.
Great stuff, as always, Logan. There is a pitching change being made. Jacob Snyder, the riser headed to Rutgers, a 2-way player, gets the baseball after 5 innings of 1 run. 3-hit baseball, 8 strikeouts on the way for Eric Mathewson. Boy, was he money. Lefty Jacob Snyder on the hill. Southpaw delivers the fastball up top for ball 1. Snyder, 6'1", 180 out of Exeter, Pennsylvania, is on the hill. Full wind up the pitch. Fastball, little outside, 2-0. Norwich looking to make it 2 for 2 in this twin bill here today against the Bravehearts. The 2-0 pitch. Outside 3-0. And Snyder trying to work his way back in the count. Trying to get some work done on our center field camera. Have no fear. We have some work being done to it. And it'll be lit up. The pitch up top. And Snyder loses the leadoff man to begin this 6th inning. Schmidt is aboard, and Logan Rundy is aboard on our ship right next to me. And Jacob Snyder making his 2nd appearance, 2-way guy. Was great in his Sea Unicorns debut, worked a scoreless inning, but how do you get yourself right back in the zone?
Well, pitches like that, get ahead in the count early, number 1, and a guy that's 2-way, you're up 6 runs here in a doubleheader. You got to reserve some arms to put a guy like Jacob Snyder in the game. What a fun atmosphere that is from the left-hander.
This is a guy that is trying to make it as a 2-way over at Rutgers. The Unicorns have seen many Rutgers products come their way, punched into the right field, and aboard is Christian Seppin. And something going here. That throw gets away, and staying station to station is Schmidt wisely. Would have been a lame duck at third with where that ball transported to, and a glorious chance for Julian Mercado, and a rude awakening to this outing, and the debut at Dodd Stadium on the rubber for Snyder.
Yeah, indeed. Mercado, big power bat. Not great today, though. Hasn't found a lot of success with the twig. Snyder is a really tough matchup, especially with that slider left on left.
Mercado so far today has struck out and grounded out. 0 for 2. Open stance. The lefty to the plate. Down and away, ball 1. Snyder knew before this game he was coming out of the pen first. And always so tough. You see your starter rolling. You want to make sure you keep intact his great work. That's sliced fouls, 1-1.
You just got to attack here, especially a guy coming out of the pen that's not going to get a whole lot of usage as a two-way. Throw some strikes. You're up 6 runs. They hit the ball fine. Eventually, it's going to be 3 times, so they hit it at people.
It's even 1-1 on Mercado. Dangerous bat for Worcester. Bravehearts trying to get back in it. Down and away, 2-1. Snyder is the number 40 overall prospect out of Pennsylvania, 7th ranked outfielder by Prep Baseball Report, and the number 61 overall prospect in the state of Pennsylvania. The 2-1. That is to the opposite field. It'll hang up. It's falling in a hurry, and a shoestring catch out there. John Bureau on the run, 1 down.
Yeah, really good play out there. A ball that was dying. The wind has been to no favor to anybody today, and to be able to track that ball out there by Bureau, well done, sir.
1 down, and that's an important out for Norwich as we are in this top of the 6th inning. Jacob Snyder has a man retired for Hunter St. Dennis. There go both base runners. That misses outside. The throw is going to second. It's into center field. And breaking to the plate and coming home to score is Andrew Schmidt. Boy, that was nowhere near the zip code for Ayers to second. And because of it, walking into third is Seppin. And just like that, it's 7-2.
It is 7-2, and those are the errors that are going to kill you. Ayers just never had a chance at second base. There was nobody yelling, though, to not throw the baseball. There was no communication, at least on the field. From the dugout, there was for sure. No doubt about it, but that's got to come from the field as well.
My question, and I know you're a baseball guy, where does the decision have to be made as a catcher? You see both runners are going. It's a righty in the box. Tough row to get it to third, but you have to make sure that's on the money at second.
You do, and I think it's a tough situation. Ayers is a guy that has a pretty good arm back there, and you want to throw guys out as catchers, but you have to know the situation like you mentioned at the end of the day.
The 1-1 from Snyder. That's on the outer black. What a pitch by Jacob Snyder. He's ahead of St. Dennis. This is the middle of the order. Cleanup man for Worcester. St. Dennis has singled and reached on an air. The 1-2 pitch. That's taken upstairs. Borderline call. It was up top. 2-2. And St. Dennis, a guy very self-aware of his strike zone, does not chase very often.
Yeah, he's one of the best hitters in this league for a reason, and that's part of it.
Nice. Cuts and misses. Ayers to first. He'll complete the strikeout. 2 gone. In a must-have strikeout situation, that'll hold the base runner Seppin at third. 2 gone. Here's the dangerous backstop, Alan Carpenter.
Yeah, Carpenter's been great behind the plate today. Blocked a lot of balls, saved a couple of runs as well. Trying to get that going as well for him here on the day. He's popped up to Mike Fiataroni. He's also grounded over to him as well. Jack Treat completed that play 0-2.
Snyder a chance to minimize damage in the 6th inning. His pitch, fastball, ball 1 up top. Fans, Griswold Pride stands for the partnership to reduce the influence of drugs for everyone. Check out their Facebook page for information. That's Griswold Pride. 1-0 on Carpenter. 2-0. Change-up misses. We do know that every Friday night is a spectacular fireworks show, and it was a spectacular one back on July 3rd. Enjoy one coming up on Friday, July the 17th against the Lake Monsters. A bouncing ball, going to be a tough play. It's collected at second. Oh, no, it's not. Fiataroni could not handle it. Seppin will score on a pinball over on the right side of the infield. And Alan Carpenter has made it a 7-3 ball game. Oh, that was baseball that was all over the jigsaw puzzle. It was Jack Treat who came racing in, and then it ricocheted over to Fiataroni, and he had no chance. Here's Zach Gutcher as the Bravehearts have punched twice, and they have cut into the Norwich lead.
No, they sure have, and the reason they've done so is they put the ball in play. And number 2, a little bit of help from Norwich. 2 errors here in the inning, one of which was a throwing error, and that one, I think that's probably a little harsh of an error on Jack Treat. However, that is what it is scored as. So 2 unearned runs for Snyder.
Yeah. Just a couple of Fortuitous bounces for Worcester. And all of a sudden, one of the top offenses in the Futures League has been helped out. An offense that does not need much help to get going. And with 2 outs in the 6th inning, you can take solace in that. Snyder needs an out to get through this inning. But he is going to be greeted by James Anastopoulos. He's at the hot corner in this ball game. Then fielded standard depth fastball. Top of the zone for a called strike, and that has been a hairy spot. Gray zone of the strike zone tonight, and Snyder gets a huge strike one over.
It is a huge strike one, and for a guy that's not getting a lot of innings, as many strikes as he can see go over the plate is all benefit to him. How about
changeup? Wow, what a pitch. Talk about up and then down, changing speeds, and Snyder is in the driver's seat on Anastopoulos. 0 for 2 is flied out and grounded out. He cuts and gets a piece of it. Oh, now walking into second goes Carpenter.
I think they called a balk. Must have. It's the only way you could advance in that situation.
Foul ball.
Yeah, but the balk would become before the pitch and the count resets. So that's the only thing that could happen.
Well, so now a man in scoring position against the young lefty. That is drilled back up the middle. It's going to fall in. The wave at third for Alan Carpenter, and just like that, don't look now, it is going to force a save situation in the 7th inning. It is a 7-4 ball game, and it is the Worcester offense taking advantage of some costly mistakes.
Yeah, it is, and that's the only reason I can think of. So the count doesn't move in a balk because it's a pre-pitch violation. It was stayed 0-2, and the runner in that situation was able to move up. So that's the only thing I can think of, and that costed Norwich a run.
That would be an earned run because of the balk.
Correct.
And Anastopoulos, check that. It is now Jack Murray batting, taking for ball one. And this inning is not gone Snyder's way. Norwich is going to get a right-hander up in the bullpen. Left-hander set. Left-on-left matchup. Southpaw kicks in his delivery home. On the ground to second. Fiataroni, the short route to Kenny Noe, and that will do it. But not before Worcester erupts for 3, and it is a 3-run ball game. The bottom of the 6th. When we come back right here on the Futures League Network and streaming live on YouTube. SNSN Sports. Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base. Show your Sea Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at seaunicorns.milbstore.com. That's seaunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning here tonight. The Sea Unicorns are not the only team playing a doubleheader tonight. It is a twin bill for the Bees and the Spinners. And Logan, what's going on?
New Britain down at Losher Park in Lowell. New Britain took game 1 handily, 13-4. However, Lowell has punched back at least early on. It's the bottom of the 2nd. Spinners lead New Britain 4-0.
Sea Unicorns will head over to Worcester tomorrow, and it is Jackson Prey, UConn Avery Point product, will take the hill for Norwich, a guy that began the summer out of the pen, has transitioned to a starter. His last time out was against Nashua, allowed 7 hits, 3 earned runs. That was back on the 4th of July. Had the strikeout stuff, 5 punch-outs in that outing, only walked 1. The summer, 14 2/3 of an inning worked. ERA resting at 4.91. Big outing for him. In the final meeting against the Bravehearts this week, it's Mike Fiataroni against Kyle McLaughlin as we are ready to hit the start button. Bottom of the 6th inning. That squeaks away from Carpenter for ball 1. So it was the Bravehearts that had their big inning of sorts in the top of the inning. Norwich hoping to create a little more separation before we enter the final frame of regulation. The 1-0. That is smacked to first. It is going to leak through. A scorcher off the bat of Mike Fiataroni, who continues to sizzle at the plate offensively. And he's got his second knock of the ball game.
Yeah, Fiat's been great. High 300s here over the last couple of weeks. Just really squaring up the baseball. That swing's been more compact over the last 4 games at home as well.
McLaughlin's delivery, half-hearted swing by Ayers. He went around strike 1. Ayers is last time up. Single to right field, also has an infield hit. He's 2 for 2 with a walk. Norwich 7 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors. Worcester 4 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors. The pitch downstairs, ball 1. This is a guy that has started to get going again at the plate, and that is a good sign for this Norwich offense that has been far better at home. Now 6-8 at Dodd Stadium. And at one point this summer, Sea Unicorns were not sure if they would come near the 500 mark. And they have really been rolling, and they had to. They had no other option. And there's been a different tale on the road. 2-8 in their last 10. And enemy territory, that misses outside. And Mike Fiataroni, there is your 20th stolen base of the summer, sir. He had to wait a few weeks to get it, but he has collected number 20.
Fiataroni leads the Futures League in that statistic still. He's been up there since week 1. A guy that's not the quickest in the world, however, the jumps are incredible.
Norwich had the stolen base leader here in 2023. Former Worcester Braveheart as well, C.J. Egri. And the Sea Unicorns have a couple of men on against McLaughlin to begin this 6th inning. 2 on, nobody out. And here is the man that has had it going tonight, Carter Grant. A couple of hits as Alan Carpenter comes out to the mound. Every Sunday is a fun day at Dodd Stadium. Kids 12 and under get to run the bases and have a catch in the outfield thanks to CT Dodd. And every Sunday fun day, New London Public School Magnet Pathways. Our first pitch every Sunday fun day is at 1 o'clock local time. Our next Sunday fun day is on Sunday, July 19th. The Westfield Starfires pay a visit to Dodd Stadium. And it's 1-0 on Carter Grant.
I do not know where that pitch missed. However, that's been where the pitch is missed all day. I mean, it's at least been consistent behind the plate.
The 1-0. Waving a miss. Fooled was Grand.
Indeed, yeah. It's just been off balance the last couple of bats from Carter. That curveball has been really good. That's the scouting report on him. Really good fastball hitter. And then the slider has been troublesome. However, he put one into left field early in the last game and in the last at-bat as well. So he's been consistent all day.
This is a must-have production spot in this ball game. Saw Worcester sound off for 3. If you're going to make it out, it has to be a productive one. You have to stay out of the double play. Nobody out. You don't want to run into an out. You have to trust who you have up there. It's been a nice day for Carter Grant, but he's been great with 2 strikes. Both of his hits today have come in 2 out, 2 strike scenarios. The 1-1. That's on the inner black. A wide strike call on the inner plane. And McLaughlin got it. It's 1-2. Norwich has a man ready to go for the 7th inning. The 1-2. That is taken outside. 2-2. Imagine it would be Flannery or Scholes. Did not get a read down in the pen for Norwich. I'm not sure if you got a look in there.
I think I saw Sean Flannery walk down there a couple of innings ago, but I hope my vision is still there. But I don't know if I'm 100% there yet.
The 2-2. Fouled back. And that'll keep this battle going. with Grand and McLaughlin. Nobody out. Couple of men on for Norwich. It's Fiataroni in scoring position at second, and Ayers on at first. Down and away, overthrown Heater, and the count is full. What an at-bat. Great discipline showcased here by Grand, and he has had a plan at the plate today. And a golden opportunity for Norwich to deliver with a couple of men on. Nobody out. It is full on Grand. The righty kicks and deals. That is a floater popped up. Moving over is Seppin. There's one down.
Yeah, infield fly rule was called, so that's a good pitch by McLaughlin on the mound. Seppin makes a nice play. He's recovered well, Seppin has. That wrist injury earlier on in the game looked like he wasn't going to be able to continue. However, he's made some great plays ever since.
John Bureau will dig in. Bureau today has walked, grounded out, and reached on an air also. Now batting for the fourth time today, taking outside 1-0. Norwich now 6 for 15 with runners on. That is a 400 mark, and the productivity has certainly been increased tonight. Right on left matchup with Bureau in there. The righty's delivery home. That is down Highway 1, and it is all over the zone. Strike two?
I thought it was strike two as well. However, it is 1-1.
Oh, he called that a ball?
He did call the first pitch a ball. Second pitch was a strike.
An evolving strike zone tonight. Big swing and a miss for Bureau for strike two. Like, how do you adjust to that? And the strike zone has changed at times. How do you adapt with it? You know you have to swing at anything close, but you don't want to expand your zone either.
You don't, but also at the same time, you have to know the game. And when you can't expand the zone, as Bureau fouls one straight back, in this situation, you don't really expand the zone up 3. Again, if it's close, you got to swing at it, knowing the gentleman behind the plate. But again, if you get rung up on a pitch that's not in the zone, you don't want to get into bad habits at the same time.
A ball and 2 strikes on John Bureau. Norwich trying to deliver with a couple of runners on. McLaughlin takes his time. The 1-2 pitch. Checked his swing. He held up. And it is 2-2. I didn't see a signal from anybody, but it was appealed by Alan Carpenter. And another confusing appeal in this ballgame. Earlier, it was the home plate umpire that decided the verdict. And this time, a little more of the same. Even count on the East Lyme product. The 2-2. Wave and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone in the Norwich 6th inning.
A good couple of outs there by McLaughlin. A pop up and a strikeout. Tyler Jones in a big spot here looking to add some insurance. What a debut this has been for him thus far. An RBI here would just add to it.
Two gone in the inning. It will be a save situation when we get to the top of the 7th inning with the score standing 7-4. There go both base runners. That is called a strike. Breaking pitch on the inside corner on Tyler Jones, who had an RBI ground out his last time up. Is 1 for 3 today. 2 outs in the inning, and both runners going station to station on the double steal. The 0-1 pitch. Wave and a miss, strike 2. Good spot on the outside Heater. And McLaughlin with a chance to work around traffic. It's 0-2 on Tyler Jones. He'll step out and reset himself. Norwich trying to deliver in the clutch. It would be another 2-out, 2-strike RBI if they do. Right-hander McLaughlin set his 0-2 offering, swung on and missed, struck him out. Down and away slider takes care of Jones, and McLaughlin works around the trouble. We go to the 7th. Norwich trying to dock the ship home when we come back. 7-4 for the home side. It's the 7th inning on the other side.
Dinosaur Place is roaring fun for all ages. Have you ever driven by the Big Dino on Route 85 in Montville, Connecticut? Stop in and check out what's behind the fences. Jurassic adventures await you. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
We go to the 7th inning, and it is a safe scenario for the Monmouth riser, Sean McGettigan. He'll make his 6th appearance of the summer for Norwich. His last outing was in Vermont. An inning and a third. He was roughed up that outing. Allowed a couple of earned runs on 2 hits. Struck out 2. Did not walk anybody. Great strikeout to walk numbers, 11-4. His ERA now at 5.79 on the summer. He'll be greeted in this 7th inning by Jack Murray, John Ramsey, Braden Cowley. 7, 8, and 9. It's the bottom trio of the Worcester lineup, trying to fight back against Sean McGettigan, the youngster trying to pave a path to a doubleheader sweep.
Yeah, again, McGettigan's been roughed up a little bit here. Again, this is a learning experience for him, right? If he's able to get 3 outs here, this is going to be a huge moment in his career, although it seems minute, just summer league baseball. However, this is a situation where probably at the highest level of baseball he's had an opportunity to be great.
McGettigan out of Flowertown, Pennsylvania. Tyler Jones gives him a quick powwow and set the stage here. 7th inning and a save scenario for McGettigan. It would be his first of the summer as Norwich goes for a 16th win in this doubleheader. Try and take down Worcester. McGettigan's first pitch home is upstairs. It's ball 1. Strike 1. And the basics, so important in the foundation of this inning.
Especially for the youngster, right? Get strike 1, get ahead, and you're already in the driver's seat.
He's behind the 1-0. Fought off foul. Good fastball. Just kept riding in on Jack Murray. He has struck out and grounded out today. As the Sea Unicorns try and take both here tonight. Gettigan from the full windup on the first base side of the rubber. The 1-1. Inside 2-1.
All 3 pitches have been good. It's right around the zone. It's exactly what you want up 3 with your closer on the mound.
This will be another tool to unlock for the back of the Norwich pen. Gettigan has seen a lot of work as of late. Check swing. He did go around. Strike 2. And the count is even. Gettigan just last week for Norwich pitched in that outing against Vermont. Also pitched right here at home against Worcester and went 3 1/3 innings of shutout baseball. His best stuff yet. 3 strikeouts to the 2 walks. Gettigan has been a strikeout guy. 11 punch-outs already in his short tenure. The full count pitch taken on the outside corner, struck him out, and there's one gone in the Worcester 7th. Paintwork sprayed it all over the outer black, and there's one away in the Worcester 7th inning. Boy, what a pitch. A gutsy curveball, and McGettigan dots the outer edge. It takes care of Murray. Now Ramsey to the plate. Ramsey has struck out today in both of his plate appearances and waves and misses at strike 1. Norwich 7 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors. Worcester 4 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors. McGettigan, full wind up, his 0-1 pitch, popped him up, foul, strike 2. The composure is so important at this spot in the ball game. Fans, the Burns Agency. Let the Burns Agency simplify your insurance needs. Go to theburnsagency.com to find out more. The Burns Agency, now part of Hub International. On 0-2 to Cali. It is popped up on the first base side. Jack Treat in foul ground. Makes the catch, 2 gone. Good coverage by Jack Treat. Good read off the bat, and McGettigan is taking care of the first 2 men he's seen in the 7th. It'll flip over the lineup card. Top of the order, Andrew Schmidt. He has an RBI knock today. He's also walked and struck out. Good work so far by McGettigan to begin this inning. Fastball way inside for ball 1. Sea Unicorns in action tomorrow night, Fitton Field, 6:30. Is the first pitch, pregame coverage, 6:15 local time. That's way outside. Fans, as we head to the finish line tonight, Highway Campers, home is where you park it. That's the motto for Highway Campers on Route 12 in Plainfield. Family owned since 1967. Camping season is here. Check out their inventory of new and used campers and park models at highwaycampers.com. Remember, home is where you park it. Chopper to second. It's Fiataroni to first. Say goodnight to the Bravehearts. The Sea Unicorns sweep the Twin Bill here tonight. Wins 15 and 16 of the summer. It is a 7-4 final, and it was the Eric Mathewson show tonight. He went 6 innings. Check that, 5 innings of 1-run baseball, allowed 3 hits. He struck out 8, and boy, did he dazzle. What a night for the Eastern Connecticut State product. It was his show, and we certainly enjoyed watching it. What a night for him. And Norwich to take both, and it is back-to-back wins against the Bravehearts, and the Sea Unicorns now 5-1 in 6 games this summer against the Worcester Bravehearts, who now fall to 19-18 overall. The Sea Unicorns improved to 16-20, now 4 games back of 500. Big win today. These two clubs will see each other once again tomorrow night at Fitton Field. Zach Kitcher certainly excited by the performance that he saw by his team, and certainly a big moment for this group to get the job done. Eric Mathewson certainly the star of the show here tonight as the Sea Unicorns get the job done. It was a big one here today. The final score for Norwich, a 7-4 final. 7 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors. They take down Worcester, 4 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors. Eric Mathewson makes his way out. Logan Rundy is standing by. He's waiting for our player of the night. No doubt about it. What a night for Eric Mathewson. As Logan Rundy is ready. Logan, down to you.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with the winning pitcher, Eric Mathewson. 5 innings, 1 run. That was it today. What was going right for you in your mind?
Just taking each pitch as a separate contest, trying to win 1 pitch at a time, and that carried me all the way.
Yeah, absolutely. For this team to get 2 wins here at home before heading the road tomorrow, and then you guys come back next week, what does this mean to this group for the second half?
Oh, it means a lot. Just a little pick-me-up, just something to prove that we can do it, and we can swing the bats, and we can shut out good teams, and really want to go tomorrow and win tomorrow, get the sweep. That's the goal.
Absolutely. Looking for the sweep tomorrow. That time it'll be down in Worcester, Massachusetts. However, as things go today, 2-0 beat the Worcester Bravehearts in both games of the doubleheader. Adam, back to you.
Great stuff as always, Logan, and what a night for Eric Mathewson. He is the winning pitcher. Shining brightly tonight, he earns the victory for Norwich. 5 innings for him, of one-run baseball, 8 strikeouts is his line today, and certainly deserving to be the Futures League pitcher of the night. He is our player of the night. When we come back, we will break it all down. A lot of fun in this doubleheader. It's up right after this. The Sea Unicorns post-game wrap-up on the other side.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes. Especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
With Jewett City Savings Bank's free access checking account, you get everything you need to take control of your money, including mobile banking, mobile check deposit, and a contactless debit card with mobile wallet. Add a high-yield savings account for even more control. Stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com to open your account today. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Own rental property around here, you know how fast tenant calls, repairs, and rent collection can pile up. That's where Capital Property Group comes in. They handle everything: tenant screening, rent collection, maintenance, repairs, and day-to-day property and association management. Whether it's a long-term rental or a short-term property, they make ownership simple and stress-free. You own the property. They handle the headaches. Learn more at mycapitalteam.com. Capital Property Group, simplifying property ownership.
We're really looking forward to the possibility of working together. Absolutely. We believe this could be a great partner.
Huge shout out to Bacchus Hospital for partnering with Griswold Middle School to give 8th grade students an unforgettable hands-on experience through Dare to Care. Students explored the critical care unit, emergency department, Lifestar helicopter, and American ambulance while taking part in interactive safety activities like impairment goggles and stop the bleed training. These real-world lessons are helping empower our youth to make safe, healthy decisions and learn valuable life-saving skills. From all of us at Griswold Pride, thank you to the doctors, nurses, first responders, and staff who made this incredible day possible. Together, we're building a safer and stronger community.
Jewett City Savings Bank gives you 2 ways to pay for purchases, while also keeping your accounts and your money secure. Use our contactless debit card or add the card to the mobile wallet on your phone. Both give you a fast, safe, and easy way to check out. To learn more, stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
It's the Norwich Sea Unicorns post-game wrap-up. A happy one here today. The Sea Unicorns take both on the twin bill. They win this one 7-4, the final score. And how about it? You said it. It was the Eric Mathewson show, and we certainly enjoyed it. Adam Plager, Logan Rundy with you. And, boy, what was working for Eric Mathewson?
The first pitch strike was definitely the big one, right? 4 hitters in the ball game. The first 4 that is saw first pitch strikes from Eric Mathewson. He settled in and then was able to cruise for all 5 innings.
Yeah, he struck out the side. He had 8 strikeouts overall in this outing. Strikeout stuff, his best start of the summer, and certainly one that he and this group can build upon. A feel-good win for this team, all facets of the game. It got a great start, and boy, he was unbelievable. You said strike one, but then, boy, the curveball tonight, that was just groundbreaking stuff from him, but it was all set up by that fastball early on.
And you read my mind right there. It's set up from the fastball in different locations, whether it's up, down, in any of the 4 quadrants. He never missed middle, and that was the big thing. And when you don't miss middle with your fastball, you can essentially throw the curveball anywhere you want and get swings and misses.
Yeah, he certainly had plenty of them, and he's a fiery guy. He brings so much energy, but he's so level-headed. He knows when to bring the spark. He knows when to bring the energy, and he is really a leader for this group. And right now, the ace and a horse right now on this staff, and that's an outing I'm sure he's going to bring with him the rest of the summer.
And it's his longest start all year, being able to pound the strike zone. But more importantly, you're right, being level-headed but also competitive. There is a fine line between the two things. I thought he did a really good job of that tonight.
Turning point, 4th inning. It's been a problem inning for him this summer. what was different tonight in the fourth?
I think he just attacked, right? It's always easier to go out there with a lead as well. When you have that big of an advantage on the scoreboard, you can just kind of throw any pitch you'd like. Even if you make a mistake, chances are it is going to get hit at somebody 7 out of 10 times. So he played the math game, he pounded the strike zone, and it was easy from there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He is your Capital Property Group performer of the night. The second inning and the offense went berserk. They had a handful of runs, 5 runs in that second inning. What was the difference?
I think the difference is in approach, right? From the first batter of the inning, which was John Bureau, who was the last batter of the inning as well. You hit around and you find a way to get it done. Just handing the baton from the next person to the next person and then to the next person as well. Just being able to move the line, whether that's through hits, walks, reaching on a couple of errors as well in that inning from Worcester. They just found ways to take advantage of Worcester mistakes and their benefits as well.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Just going through it. It was all really done in that second inning. I mean, my box score is a little vertical, but it was all done with 2 outs.
Yeah, it was done with 2 outs, and that's a huge momentum shift. It's a team that didn't hit well with 2 outs to start the year, and a team that didn't hit well with runners in scoring position. Now you turn the corner. Ever since last week, those 3 wins at home, and now you find yourself in a location where, okay, we're in a good spot. We're only a few games under 500, and you catch a little bit more ground on those Nashua Silver Knights.
I want to go to your Fairfield Stag. I thought his at-bats were certainly pivotal in that inning, but also throughout the game because he came up with 2 outs the majority of the night, and he delivered, and he did it with 2 strikes. He had a plan tonight, and it certainly paid off.
Yeah, and he's a very composed individual, and especially when it comes to playing ball. I mean, nothing really bothers him, right? Being down 2 strikes in a count, not hitting well on the day, whatever that may be. I thought it was an advantage to him that he was able to see the first game out and then play in the second game. He had the single and the double. He really was composed all night.
Let's go to the 6th inning. That was the inning that the Worcester Bravehearts had their chance to really battle back. They took advantage of some defensive errors.
Yeah, it was a good thing, though, that it wasn't, the pitching staff. It was something that is fixable, right? 7 errors over the last 2 games is not something you really want to look at. The first game was clean. There was no errors, right? Yeah. But then you take a look back against Vermont earlier this week. You just got to clean that up. I think if you get rid of the errors, you're a really good baseball team, and they're just one step away.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And then Sean McGettigan, he gets his first save of the summer, just slammed the door shut, started behind that first batter, but he came back with a huge strikeout. I thought that set the tone for him.
Yeah, we discussed early on in that inning that this was going to be a big inning for him for his development. Not really a high-leverage situation, but you still get credit for a save if you complete it. And he gets 3 outs in the inning. He's composed. He doesn't let that first runner on get to him, and he makes it happen.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Norwich winners here on a Thursday night. Twice is nice here tonight. We'll take our first time out. We will wrap it up on the other side. We will set the table. Another big one, as Eric Matthewson said. Norwich going for the sweep tomorrow. We'll get you set for it right after this.
Own rental property around here, you know how fast tenant calls, repairs, and rent collection can pile up. That's where Capital Property Group comes in. They handle everything: tenant screening, rent collection, maintenance, repairs, and day-to-day property and association management. Whether it's a long-term rental or a short-term property, they make ownership simple and stress-free. You own the property. They handle the headaches. Learn more at mycapitalteam.com. Capital Property Group, simplifying property ownership.
We're really looking forward to the possibility of working together. Absolutely. We believe this could be a great partner.
We continue our Sea Unicorns Capital Property Group post-game coverage. Logan Rundy, Adam Plager with you, a 7-4 final. But right now, DB Lunt, they're always feeling electric, but we get 2 plays of the game. David Pengel, what a night. 3 hits overall, 4 RBIs for the Northeastern Husky. But this moment from Game 1, that would really help this Norwich offense get going. It would give Norwich the lead.
Yeah, what are those 2 RBIs? That was the hit where brought 2 of them across the plate, and that really just opened up the game, I think, for Pengel and all the other 9 guys in the lineup as well, including the pitching staff, right, who was able to grew from there. That was really just a big momentum shift after going down early in Game 1.
It was a Tyler Jones debut to remember. How about this play defensively? Maybe not so hot at the corner. This is a tough play on the run.
Yeah, it is. The ball bounces pretty high into the air, and then he finds a way, right? He's going to charge into it here in just a second, right? Good pitch by Matthewson. Gets him off balance, and then boom. You have to find a way. You got to make a choice here. Do you go or do you stay back? He goes, and he gets the out over to Jack Tree.
Yeah, what a play. And again, defense so important. Another injection for this group. A lot of energy. a lot of character. This is a guy that wants to win, but he more importantly wants to be a horse in this race every single night. He's asking me before the game, do I get to play twice? I said, hey, I don't get to make the lineup for you, but that's what you'll love to see from this group. Guys that want to come in and they want to compete.
Yeah, it really is. And I think, going back to last Wednesday, you get a win there, a big game from Jackson Powers. Then you go to Friday, another big game from him. And
different guys.
Yeah, right. They're just two different guys in that situation. Then you come back today where you have David Pengel who having a big game.
Yep.
Those outfielders have been huge, right?
Huge.
For this team, whether it's TJ Bayer, whether it's Jackson Powers, whether it's other guys that are stepping up in the outfield as well. It's just that group has been hitting offensively, and it's usually in the bottom half of the lineup. I thought Bryce Miller was great behind the plate defensively in Game 1. He provided 2 doubles for you as well. It just was a complete effort, and the bottom of the lineup is my MVP.
Yeah, I want to go back to it. I know we're running out of time on our post-game coverage. They're going to cut us off in a minute, but Bryce Miller, he's been so good for this team. You said it defensively, but how about 2 doubles from the number 8 spot in the lineup? Another new guy, another young gun. You have to like what you're seeing.
You do, and again, you see on the 2 doubles here on the screen right now, but it's the defense as well, the blocking, the framing, the knowledge of the game. It's all about calling pitches at the end of the day as well.
Yep.
He's done an excellent job ever since he got here last Wednesday.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Speaking of catching, Henry Ayers calls such a great game, and I know the catchers don't receive the love and the praise that they should, but boy, was he equally impressive. He knew the right pitch to put down.
Yeah, he did, and he knows Eric Mathewson really well, and that's a benefit of working with the same guys over and over again. And Henry Ayers is a great play caller behind the plate. He blocks the ball at an exceptional rate, and that's all you really need in Game 2 of a doubleheader.
Yeah, no doubt about that. These two clubs, we'll get to do it again tomorrow at Fitton Field. It is a hitter-friendly ballpark, and Jackson Prey will get the baseball tomorrow for the Norwich Sea Unicorns, his second start of the summer. How do you go into attack mode? How do you settle yourself and the ball flies out of that ballpark?
Well, you settle yourself by making good pitches, number one, but also just playing free. Last time out was against Nashua on the 4th of July. A lot going into that, right? He now has over 14 innings for this club this year. He's gotten comfortable. I expect a good start out of him in Worcester tomorrow.
Yeah, it's an important one. That will close things down on this twin bill here today. Norwich takes the opener 8-3, and they take the final one here tonight 7-4. The winning pitcher is Eric Mathewson. The loss to Jacob Klein, and the save, Sean McGettigan. This ball game wrapping up in 2 hours, 2 minutes time. For all of our broadcast team, Nick DeRue, our broadcast producer and engineer, Evan Olenson, Mark Benway on the cameras, my broadcast partner, Logan Rundy, team reporter as well. On behalf of the Norwich Sea Unicorns, I'm Adam Plager. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Thursday night. We'll talk to all of you tomorrow night. It's Friday Night Baseball in Worcester. We'll talk to you 6:15, the pregame show. First pitch is 6:30. Once again, Norwich wins it twice here tonight. A doubleheader sweep.
Huge shout out to Bacchus Hospital for partnering with Griswold Middle School to give 8th grade students an unforgettable hands-on experience through Dare to Care. Students explored the critical care unit, emergency department, Lifestar helicopter, and American ambulance while taking part in interactive safety activities like impairment goggles and stop the bleed training. These real-world lessons are helping empower our youth to make safe, healthy decisions and learn valuable life-saving skills. From all of us at Griswold Pride, thank you to the doctors, nurses, first responders, and staff who made this incredible day possible. Together, we're building a safer and stronger community.
Jewett City Savings Bank gives you 2 ways to pay for purchases, while also keeping your accounts and your money secure. Use our contactless debit card or add the card to the mobile wallet on your phone. Both give you a fast, safe, and easy way to check out. To learn more, stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit